Alright. This shit, this shit cracking.
What?
You said what?
I said this
You
shit
said who said
live.
that?
Oh shit. Yo. What going on, my jiggers?
What's up, Qatar? What's going on, man? What's up with you, man?
I'm fucking
I can
annoyed.
tell you're hot and bothered. Talk to me, boy. What's going on? How was your week?
My week actually has been very fucking annoying. Not gonna lie, but I'm a thug, so I smile to this shit.
Hold on one sec. Say that one more time.
Said fuck the world and everybody in it.
You know. I know you just said how your week been, but like what's been going on in your week?
Shit, this. I don't even fucking know. Just test. A lot of shit been testing me.
I feel that. Shit.
I ain't
At
gonna lie.
least it's
Tell me,
almost over.
I
Are
might
you
be.
failing said test?
You said what?
Are you failing said test?
I don't know yet. Still figuring that out actually. But tell me if I'm taking one particular thing potentially out of context. Cause
Mm-hmm.
it's an individual that they follow me on Instagram and shit, right? They never really like they don't like shit for real, they don't comment on like that, none of that type of shit, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I've been posting my little my training content, just me just training and shit or whatever. And this
Mm-hmm.
dude, he saw my shit and felt the nerve, felt that he had to say, I wish you would kick me, or I wish you would throw a kick at me. And something in my head just took that as a nigga. Do you want to get kicked? Like the fuck you talking about? Like you don't say shit on none of my posts regularly. What made you feel so inclined to speak now?
What was your response to that? Whether you said something actually or how'd you take it?
I laughed. I was a nigga better duck.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like ain't no point of like being bothered by it. Everybody always gonna have something to say. Usually the motherfuckers that ain't ready for nothing or even about anything be the ones that say something first. So like, I don't know. Like,
It's not even that.
you
I'm
know,
also just like, I hate when I hear shit like that. It's like, okay, you say that to be funny, or is it like, because like I said, the nigga don't know. If it was one of y'all niggas, it's like I can take that as a joke because we have a rapport. But me and this nigga don't normally talk shit, so it's like, I feel like this is weird. Like, we don't have that kind of relationship. Be joking like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I mean, I feel you. Like, even if it did brush you the wrong way, I don't know. I still would just be like, I don't pay it no mind because you know what you're capable of. So, like, I've had motherfuckers come to me and be like, nigga, I'll grab your leg if you try to kick me, because we basically doing the same thing. And whether they joking or not, I just look at them and be like, shit, nigga, I believe it when I see it. I'm going to land that motherfucker. I know I am because you're not ready for it. I don't give a fuck if you say you are. I don't give a damn if you think you are. You're not ready for it. And if you are ready for it, nigga, that don't mean you're ready for every single one of them that's gonna come.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I would say just don't pay it no mind. Maybe some people do shit like that to acknowledge what you're doing, but just don't know how to say basically like good job.
That sounds about right.
So that's at least my 2 cents on it. I wouldn't even worry about it. Tell that nigga bring a gun because you're gonna need it.
That nigga box. I'm like, well, please think that shit gonna. Please, I hope you under. That's one thing I had to humble. I got humbled and shit, low key, bro, because I was a boxer and shit too. Fighting them damn Muay Thai niggas and shit. Yeah, nigga, them kicks ain't no joke. Fuck that shit. I'm sorry. All right, nigga, let me change my arsenal up.
Oh,
Cause boy, nah,
nigga, that's game.
that changed the whole trajectory of shit right there, nigga. You getting kicked in your fucking shit. But,
Yeah. Well, what's been going on? What else been going on in your week that's in I don't know, just what else been going on in your week, unless it's all shit that's been troubling you.
that it's like my grandma, for example, the room I've been talking about. Damn, what the fuck? There you go. But what was I saying? The room that I've been in here trying to straighten up or whatever and shit. I'm not the kind of person that don't like help. I just don't want it if I ain't asked for it, type shit.
Uh-huh.
And it's like every single time I leave the crib, she want to come in here and clean the room. It's like, bro, this is the one room you don't have to like anything that's like important, like documents and shit like that. I gave you all that shit. Anything else in here is stuff that you really don't want. So it's like you coming here trying to clean up. It's like I get you trying to help, but like what you perceive as a mess, I have everything organized in a certain way. It's like I got certain shit over here, certain shit over there, like for my personal. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this shit and do XYZ with it. And so it's like when I come back and I'm like, where's all the fucking shit I had? Oh, I moved it to make room for this. Why are you trying to make room for a room that you don't even in for real? Like, like I get it, but it's like you don't have to do this. There's so much other stuff that you could be doing, but you want to come in here and interfere with the shit I'm trying to get done
here. Yeah.
That's just irritating.
Trust me, I deal with that shit at times too. That shit is annoying. I feel like it's kind of like that concept of it's not the same thing, but like bear with me. Like when motherfuckers be like, "Oh, niggas don't want your girl until you got her."
Yeah, pretty much. That's really how it feels.
Motherfuckers don't be interested in something till they see somebody else playing with it.
It's like that kid logic.
But do you think that's a reflection of how she feels about you? Like in the sense of like, I love my baby. I see my baby loves this space. Let me help my baby keep this space up to code and up to clean, even if it is in my perspective.
I think that's the case, but not necessarily in a selfless way. It's more selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more like you seeing somebody else's mess and wanting to clean it up when it's like you don't have to do that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because if I'm telling you not to and you still doing it, it has nothing to do with me at that point.
No, not even that. My thing about it is my whole point of it being here is to help her decrease stress. And I'm like, okay, like for example, we went to the damn storage and shit, and not even the storage. Now, sometimes she go grocery shopping and I'm not with her. That's one thing. And I told her, if I'm not with you, ask one of them grown ass men up there, like, hey, I'm 70-year-old woman. I need help putting this water in my trunk. Just like that's my problem with her. She be trying to pick and choose when I have that strong woman mentality and then that grandma mentality. It's like I'm so serious because like she like I said, this whole room since I've been here, I ain't gonna say it's looked the same, but it's like I'm organized and stuff. So like I ain't really moved up and out here because I'm trying to see what I want to keep and then move out type shit like that. But that's also why kind of made me mad because I actually have a vision for what I want to do with the stuff in this room. Whereas she's just like, let's just move shit out to make space for other stuff. I'm like, that's cool, but there's stuff still here that I want to keep. So I'm trying to still go through and organize that type of shit. But it's like when you trying to, it's like she'll go from it's so much to do in this damn house to okay, let me do it for you then. But the moment I'm not here to do it, it's like she hopping on this shit, she 10 toes down doing everything. So it's like, do you want me to do this or do you want to do this shit? Because if I do it, just let me do it how I need to do it. Like it's gonna we getting the same thing done, just two different fucking ways.
Yeah, that's just her way of caring for you. I mean, does it bother you that much to the point where you can't adjust and be like, all right, fuck, is she gonna do what she gonna do, or is she not at a place where she willing to stop doing all that? Like, have you had a conversation for real, sat her down and had a conversation with her like this?
Not with this particular topic, no. But
yeah, you gotta keep this at the front of her mind, keep this at her attention, so when she's doing it, she can remember shit like that.
For sure.
Because if not, she's gonna be on grandma autopilot and just do what she do.
You right. Tight shit. But no, it ain't. It ain't so bad to where I can't adjust. It's just it's just it's one of those tedious things, you know what I'm saying? Like it'll annoy you in the moment, but in real life, it ain't talking about shit. I'm gonna be pissed in 30 minutes.
It's one of them. I know it, bro. I feel the same way because, like, kind of like how you explained it. Like, I'm not the type. I was raised to be independent. So if I'm already got the ball rolling by myself, don't jump in.
Facts.
Not saying I can't make space for that, but when I say like it's good, I got it. Don't keep trying to put yourself in the picture, because then it gets annoying.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I got it. You get what I'm saying?
That's
like,
yep.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just antisocial. Stay the fuck away from me.
Nah, that's just like you said. That's how we was raised. Like my little brother, for example. Like he 13, 12 years old, bro. Like we felt grown as hell at that point because we making our own food in the morning, washing our own clothes, folding our own clothes, ironing our own shit, cleaning the whole damn house. Nigga, I had to clean my mama's shit sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, I had to fold her clothes sometimes and shit, nigga. So it's like, yeah, like we really got pushed to be independent kids and shit. Like, 'cause we had either single mamas and shit or just, whatever the case may be. So I feel like that whole shit, like, it definitely just trickled down to everything. When it's like I said, like, I'm not against help. Like, if I need it, I'm gonna definitely ask for the motherfucking shit. But I'm gonna fail a million times before I ask for help, though.
Right. Yeah, like Zegwa said, you might just have to be like, hey, G-Ma, stay the fuck out of my room. I want this room to myself. Go clean up the whole house before you come touch this room.
Man, that's your space, If that's the space that y'all agreed is your space, that should be what it is. That should be what it is. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Put a keep out sign on the door.
Change the locks in this motherfucker.
Yeah. Don't even buy a keep out sign. Like, literally just go tear some cardboard up off of a box and take a Sharpie.
I'm fucking weak.
And write keep out.
No
girls allowed.
No.
Right. You need your space. That is so important. You need your designated area that is specifically yours. Like, that is so important. Otherwise, everybody's space is everybody's, and that is just too much. Too much. Need my space.
Man, boundaries are a thing that is not talked about enough.
Man, what?
Like, everybody holds boundaries. Well, I mean, I say everybody holds boundaries. The way that I was living prior to recently, I was just always I put boundaries in place for strangers, and just hoped my family follows suit, knowing how to respect boundaries. But the older I've got, the more I realize you just gotta do that shit across the board, because everybody gonna try you at one point. Everybody gonna do something that's annoying to you, whether it's big or small. It's just gonna be something, and it's gonna come back to just not having a boundary in place. And now that I've learned that lesson, nigga, I don't be giving no fucks. And I be saying shit, and I be like, I'm not asking, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And I just leave it at that.
Nah.
Like, that shit is.
Bro, it got to the point with me and my family, like, niggas be getting mad at me because, like, they be thinking I'm wrong when, like we get into about some shit. And it's like, I got the same mentality as, like, what I want is a universally good thing. And if we got to go through hell and high water to get through that point, it's like working out, for example. You're going to have to go through those growing pains to get some gains and shit. You have to go through an uncomfortable period to get to that comfortable period. And it's like, I recognize and I'm willing to go through that little shit, because I know that if we stay down till we come up, nigga, we gonna eventually get to a fucking silver lining in this shit. But it's like, imagine you come to me. No, imagine me coming to you saying, hey, Kane, I want to build a house. I got the wood. I got some folks that I can put. They ain't like a construction crew, but I got a few motherfuckers know how to hammer some nails and shit in and follow instructions. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up with what you think we can do to try to make this crew something that's good enough to build a sturdy ass house type shit. But then you keep telling me that, man, y'all ain't trying to build no house for real, bro. We ain't got no wood, we ain't got no crew for this, we ain't got this. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, I got this right here. Like, what's up? Like, what we trying to do? And so it's like that's kind of the boat I'm in with shit. It's like, nigga, we trying to do some shit, but everybody like, we don't have this, nigga. Yes, the hell we do. Y'all are overlooking what we having.
You know, with I know I bring this up every fucking podcast, but like the fact that going to the gym, right, has opened my mind to other shit. It started with there, but like it trickled into other things, other beneficial things, and I've just realized, bro, motherfuckers is lazy, and I just don't tolerate laziness. Like I have my own moments of laziness, but not when it comes to tasks. And it's literally just two types of people in the world. It's people that's gonna do it, and it's people that's gonna watch. And my coach always says it, bro. He'd be like, it could either be one day or day one.
Yeah.
I just, man, if I have an idea and motherfuckers don't want to do it, well, I guess you're gonna be watching me do it. I've already proved to myself that I don't really need a team. I've done more without a team than I've done trying to have my team and tell them how to move so we can all be in the same damn spot. And that shit is fucking heartburn.
Oh God.
That shit is a headache. Fuck that. If you can't keep up with me, I guess you ain't meant to be in it.
Ergo, while we have this podcast now.
Like fuck all the other bullshit. What? Zay Guap. How your week been, my nigga? Shit.
Man, this week been stressful. This week been one of those weeks where it's like I could tell I haven't 100% raised myself properly. Even though that's my parents. At the end of the day, I'm becoming a more independent adult type shit. And that means my life is in my hands. And so therefore, I have to pretty much train myself to adjust and be different in the ways that my parents didn't allow me to do that. And this week, like, really, like, showed that because I made the decision, all right, I'm going to stay in Florida. That was not of my best interest entirely, but I had full reasons as to why I wanted to do that. And so it felt like there was a bunch of things that I had to like teach myself and relearn, just realizing that I'm not going to have that safety and security of my parents' home. And it just kind of set me in a spiral because it's like, dang, like my life is in my hands. And usually when that's happened, I've gone to bad places. And so I think it brought me back to that place. And I'm just like, oh shit, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And today I kind of finally came to this like realization and just had a real like reflective moment, just like really looking at myself as to what I need to do in order to just grow and continue to be whole. Like I really saw myself and saw the parts of myself that needed to be raised. Although I have these moments pretty often, I think this one was it was very significant for me because I'm in a new situation and because I kind of needed to see that. So I kind of got pulled out of it and started to get back on track. I also realized, bro, mental illness is a real thing. Like that shit is a real thing. You know, like you can really send yourself to places and like really not get out of that shit. You can really send yourself to places and not recover. And like I think I seen that in myself this week of that being a possibility, just given how I reacted to certain situations. And I was like, nah, bro, like something gotta give, like that we can't go to that place. And I know it's because again how I was raised. the people who I was around who reacted like that in those situations. And I'm just taking what I learned instinctually and just like, man, that's knowing damn well it's not the case. Knowing and doing is two different things. So for me, um, I'm in a space now where I'm having to like really relearn and readjust, which is why it's kind of good for me in Florida because I'm not going to be around some of those influences, that pushed me in that direction. I'm in a whole new set of areas, whole new set of places, whole new set of people who have a whole new set of way of living. So I'll be able to expand my mind and open myself up to new ways to react to certain situations, to be in certain situations, which is one of the main reasons why I wanted to be here was because I wanted to have that moment where I could be in a new environment and learn from totally new different things and put them in, put them to me and grow from there and then go back to other environments and continue to do the same thing. So it's been stressful as hell. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a pretty stressful week, but we kind of recovering now. We getting back to it.
Real quick, do you think that's the best way for anyone to handle certain adversities, like getting away from it and then learning how to row the boat, then coming back to the situation? Or do you feel it's better to stay in the situation and kind of just roll with the punches and learn as you go?
I think there's benefits to both. Like, I think settling down and really like saying, all right, really taking those blows and really taking what's at it. I think that's very important to stay rooted in that. And like to be able to know, okay, even in these situations where that adversity is still the case, I'ma still be all right. I'ma still hold on to me. I'ma still do me. I know I'm gonna stay strong, and it's gonna bring you stronger and hold you within yourself even more. Um, but I haven't always had the luxury to do that. I'm so used to like being nomadic type deal. So like I've always had to to get out of certain situations, take a larger look at what the situation is, take a look at myself from a different point of view, and like continue to build based off of that. So like I get out of an environment that I once grew up in, and now I see that there's another way to live, experiencing something completely different. So now I have more to chase, more to achieve. I got more that I understand because I'm not like continuously grouped up in that same situation over and over and over and over again. Because when I was in that situation, for me, me personally, it was easy for me to continuously go down certain cycles and be in certain behaviors. Although I did have that mindset of this ain't right, I don't like this, it still was easy for me to stay like grouped in. It still happens, but eventually I know I'm gonna have to jump in exactly what you're saying and be able to stay 10 toes in any environment and hold on to myself in that. I know that's something I'm gonna have to face. Um, and honestly, you even talk about it got me considering like, dang, you know, that may be important for me to do, honestly. So yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna follow up and ask, like, just because I like, just as an example, my brother used to talk about always taking a tolerance break, and like he would smoke all his gas and then be like, okay, yeah, now I'm finna go without the tree and shit. But I'm like, don't you think it a little bit better? It'd be a little bit better if you just took the weed, put it aside, and just left that shit somewhere, and then just told yourself, don't touch it. Because it's easy to say I'm not gonna do the thing when the thing not around, but where's the mental strength in you having? Because there's literally weed in here right now, right? Where's the strength in you saying I'm not gonna smoke it? I'm not gonna smoke it. I'm gonna go read a book, finna hit some push-ups, finna, you know what I'm saying? So like, what are you trying to do while you're outside of the bubble? What are you trying to do to make sure that you don't fall back into the cycle if and when you do get back into your bubble?
I still have cycles that I deal with out here. It's not weed, but it's alcohol. Like that's still something like I'm not an alcoholic straight up, but it's still something that's prevalent in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I got other habits, bad eating habits. Like I got a lot of bad habits, just being lethargic and not doing things with my life. Like even when I am at home and I got missions and goals that I'm trying to complete. When I go out and socialize, you know, going out and experiencing the world and not being afraid to do that type deal, like still standing 10 and who I am when I go do that. Like, so there are challenges, especially right here, because like right here, like I gotta really be locked into what it is I'm trying to do and actually do it. Like, I before it was like, all right, I'm playing around with music. I'm enjoying it. Like I'm only doing it when I'm around my friends, or like even when I am by myself. Like there's always an excuse as to why I'm not fully doing it. But since I got goals and things, and I don't got a lot of distractions aside from my phone, or you know, um, it's no excuse as to why I can't get to where I'm trying to get to in that a lot faster. And so, although there's certain things that I still need to take part in and be a part of, you know, um, I still have to. I still have me when I'm here. Most of the time, I have to like stay focused a lot more. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't have all the distractions and things, but I still get distracted easily, and still have my urges, and still have my like things that I'm trying to like get away from. So I feel like I'm shaping myself when those urges come, and finding a way to like configure that energy into something else, something more productive, and maybe learning until I get to the point where it's like a straight thing of mine that I just do because I really enjoy doing it. Like so, I'm finding new ways to just exert my energy that's going to help me grow in the ways that I'm trying to grow in. Because again, like just because you take those things away, you still have urges. You still have that like open space
Yeah, you gotta
of
fill that
energy and
void.
time. Yeah, exactly. You still have that void, and you still have to find something to do with it. And you can easily do it with something else that's distracting and mind numbing or whatever. Like you're going to naturally try to find that fix. For me, I'm trying to make those fixes more geared towards things that I'm trying to build because I got so much energy, so much time, but you don't realize it until you take certain things away. And since I have none of that here fully, I'm like, dang, I got all this time. What am I gonna do with it?
Hell yeah.
It's I've been thinking about this for so long, bro. I really put myself in a cycle, bro. Like back and forth cycle of like, bro, what am I going to do? What is Zay going to do? What is best for Zay? And like, bro, like, boy, that was not easy, bro. It's not easy decision.
Boy, this
Yeah,
tequila
I feel like the
nasty.
best thing. Huh? You said what?
This tequila nasty.
That's tequila. Oh yeah, I'm already know. That boy
Yeah,
stomach
but in
boiling.
response to what you was talking about, Zay, I feel like the best thing you could do is just as cliche as it sounds, just really lock in and keep moving forward, no matter what. If you progress, if you was getting paid $8 an hour, and you wind up getting paid 9, okay, that's a step forward. But don't stay there. Don't become stagnant. You should always challenge yourself. You know what I'm saying? You should always people, people, and me included. You get used to being complacent, and that's not good because the world don't ever sit still. So why are you? You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep moving. You gotta keep opening doors. And that don't mean open every door because not every door is meant to be open. Some doors are bad, but you gotta have discernment and know what doors are worth the risk and aren't worth the risk. You know what I'm saying? And just really just keep pushing forward, bro. That's all I've been doing. And shit has been bettering itself, whether it be my mental or my pockets or even, just shit in life. You know what I'm saying? Taking that risk every day is a risk. So why not, what I'm saying, keep doing stuff that's not, I don't want to say risky because, what I'm saying, that somebody could take that out of context and go do something stupid. But like, just challenge yourself. Just put yourself in a situation where it's different. You know what I'm saying? You have to get outside your comfort zone. That's a better way of saying it. And then, you adapt, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
No, it makes 100% sense. Like it's something that I've been hearing a lot this week too. Is like Like you have to like challenge yourself. You have to be able to like you can't. How do you react when a challenge comes your way? Because life, it's a long life that we're gonna live. Pray for it, you know. And so it's like for me to expect there to always be comfort and no challenges is completely like delusional, and like that really would fuck me up in the end is because it's like I'm over here lollygagging thinking shit's just always gonna be sweet. In the moment it's not. How you gonna react in that situation? Are you going to like flee? Are you gonna try to escape? Because sometimes you can't escape. And so at that point, what are you gonna do? For me, I'm trying to learn to be like, all right, there's something right in front of me and I gotta go straight through that. And there's something large, I gotta go straight through that. Like there's something complex that I gotta figure out. All right, I need to figure that out. That's what I'm learning how to do, coming from a lifestyle where I was so dependent on somebody doing that for me, or I didn't have to do that at all myself. Like literally, bro, like everything, even though I didn't have everything, my basic needs was always met and I was very comfortable in life until stuff just started happening and I was not comfortable no more. And that's when I was like escaping. Now that I'm here and I don't have a place to escape, I don't have many places to escape and I don't have really the desire to do so. I'm like, well, there's something else that we got to do then. And that means there's something right in front of us that we're going to have to punch through and get through. And that's life itself. And so it's time to do that. So what you've been saying definitely resonates heavily. That's all I've been hearing this week is how are you going to react when there's a challenge? This is probably the biggest challenge I've had in my life straight up.
What, finding a direction to go in?
Yeah, making a choice between being comfortable or living in the unknown, but still making something happen. You know, luckily I have things. I have a lot of opportunity. Luckily I have a plan. Luckily I have goals that I'm still working out. Luckily I have an idea on how life should look for me. Now it's time for me to physically create that myself instead of expecting somebody else to do it for me. And that's the challenge. And that challenge may take however long. I don't know how long that challenge is going to be until I can say I did it. But it's something that I know right now is best I face instead of just waiting. Because nah, now nigga only getting older. You only gonna get more settled in who you are.
For real.
Yeah.
I've been seeing that so much. That should make me so uncomfortable.
You know what's funny? Like, it's funny that your challenge is like, yeah, I mean, I guess my challenge is kind of the same, but not really. Like,
Very similar.
my challenge comes from people telling me not necessarily to go backwards, but like I said earlier, setting them boundaries and setting that tone where I'm not budging. And I'm not trying to sound like I'm stubborn or something in a bad way or selfish, but it's just, how do I put it? People like the old me because it was easier to not BS me, but like
to deal with.
Yeah, you thought you were getting over. I don't know how to put it. Just it was more convenient for whatever agenda that was for you.
Yeah, they took advantage of you because of who you were.
Yeah, because because I had a kind heart. Now, you know, oh, he's considerate, so I know he's gonna be considerate of me on this. You know, now that I'm not saying that I'm not considerate, I am. It's just certain shit I just don't have to deal with. You know, it's just that, and it's not like I didn't have that thought process before. It's just I was trying to do what was better for the whole team. And again, I'm not trying to sound like I'm being selfish, but man, in some regards, I kind of have to because I put a lot of. I was a people pleaser, being a people pleaser. Now, I ain't fucking worried about pleasing you. If you don't like me, you can fight me. If you don't want to do that, then shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not for the people pleasing no more. You know, it's not that I'm walking around being an asshole or nothing, but now I'm in this new mindset and I'm making, rather than always being the one to bend and fold for others, no, you're going to meet me in the middle or you're going to bend and fold for me. You're either going to understand me or you're going to move around me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when what you were talking about with the staying comfortable and or switching gears and being in the unknown. That's kind of my challenge that I'm facing. It's kind of the same thing, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm reaching or not with it. But like,
Just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Because it's a little different. It's well, if I'm hearing you correctly, it's a little different. But continue, because maybe I'm missing it.
Well, I'm saying like, okay, so your challenge is doing something in life, either going down this road or doing this road. You get what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is like I can relate to that on in a way of like it's the same thing, just on a different level. Like same concept, but like people want me to be who I just left behind. They want me to be the Kane that they used to. They want me to be the Kane that was complacent or whatever. Like I said, that it fit their agenda. Now that I'm the Kane that I am now, even though that's who I always was, it's just now I'm not tolerating certain shit. They're now trying to say you need to go back to your old self. And like, you know how when people, it's kind of like that old Kanye and new Kanye thing. You know what I'm saying? They don't like the new Kanye for whatever fucking reason. They keep telling them to go back to old Kanye. Anytime Kanye addressed it, he just says, "I'm me. I'm, you know, what I'm saying, I'm me." You get what I mean? Like I'm doing what I feel is right, rather than trying to please the world. I'm saying that I'm Kanye or even on that level of Kanye, but you get what I'm saying? That same argument of people, oh, I like this version of you. I ain't worried about what you like. Man, I'm doing what's best for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I was trying to get at, basically. Like I understand where you're coming from. It's just on a different level.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's yeah, I hear you on that for sure. Yeah, man.
I like who I have become because now I see when I think back on certain situations, you know, while no matter, and I take accountability regardless. You get what I'm saying? If I walk outside and something happened to me, I still have to, you know, God forbid, but let's say I go outside and get hit by a car. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of if I'm a victim or not, there is still some there's still some fault on my end because someone can say, well, if you kept your ass in the house, you wouldn't have got hit by the car, which isn't wrong. It may be inconsiderate, it may be whatever, but it'll never be wrong. You get what I'm saying? Because if I did keep my ass in the house, I wouldn't have had, you know what I'm saying, whatever at, you know, at whatever. If I did point A, I wouldn't have got hurt at point B. So when I be looking back on certain shit that I've went through that my current self just would not tolerate or like deal with, I'd be like, man, bro, a lot of problems wouldn't have been there. A lot of problems wouldn't have existed because I wouldn't have gave them the room. But since I was so focused on people pleasing and trying to do the right thing, and I'm throwing that in air quotes, I ended up being the one with the most, being left with the bag in his hand. You know what I'm saying? I was the one that was left with the bullshit, the burden, and the anger, or whatever negative thing came from, you know, whatever situation. And now that I'm where I'm at now, and I just realized that it's as simple as that. I just don't have to deal with certain shit. Not that I'm running away, but just certain shit don't gotta be my problem.
But my question be, do you still not walk outside because of the fear of getting hit by a car, or because you know you can get hit by a car? Do you still not walk outside?
How do I put this? You could be in the crib all day and somebody could still kick your door in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's danger everywhere. You know, this is just in particular to your response. So niggas die from car accidents year round. That does not mean I won't ever get in a car and drive. I still take that gamble. It's just like if I was to get hurt in a car situation, from like your example, I'm just saying that I take the accountability because I still chose whatever path. It may not be entirely my fault, but that does not mean I am just cleared of everything because you still did something, even if you didn't intend to You know what I'm saying? Even if I went downtown and something happened to me, regardless if I was asking for it or not, I still went downtown. If I didn't go there, I wouldn't be fucked up at point B. You get what I'm saying? So that's just I hope this makes sense, but that's just how I
do.
think. Like,
Nah, it do.
you still take fault somewhere. It's like the old phrase of when people be like,
It's not fault though. Like you still did what was right for you and what you felt was right for you in that moment. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like if you end up getting burnt, that's not you. That's the person that burned you because now I'm not gonna put my hand on that stove no more.
But even with that, like it's like the old phrase when they say, "Oh, if you constantly pointing the finger, there's fingers pointing back at you." You get what I'm saying? You're still doing something, even if your intent wasn't to be, you know what I'm saying, in that situation. You still did something. You still have to take fault somewhere, even if it's not directly your fault. You still have to acknowledge that you had an influence in the situation because you're in the situation. You get what I'm saying? If I went to a party and got hurt or anything, just anything. If I went to McDonald's and got a burger and got food poisoning, it's not my fault that I just was craving McDonald's, but I have fault because I still went to McDonald's. I still actively made that decision to go do it. Regardless if I didn't see it becoming something more, I still did it. You know what I mean? Niggas is in jail for like shit that they didn't think was gonna happen and they still held at fault because regardless, you still did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to take accountability somewhere, even if it wasn't your intention. You still played a role. If you're a player in the game, you have some influence on it, regardless if you meant for it to be there or not.
100% agree, but what you're doing is you're twisting two things. You're making it seem as if the positive that you did was negative.
Yeah, I was like,
Like,
no, that's a little backwards.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
that's
Again,
what you're doing though. Like, you
You trying to make it
getting
seem.
screwed up.
I go ahead and say.
What you're doing is somebody did something wrong to you, and what you're doing is you're still saying, okay, I got to take accountable for what I did, but you're mixing that up with other things that you've done that you've known were wrong, but you still did, and you're mixing that with things that you felt were right and still did, and you're making them both seem as if they're negative when they're not. You kind of have to separate it too, because the situation with the burger is something completely different from you walking outside and getting hit by a car. Like those are two different
okay.
Or
scenarios.
even somebody
Let me
like kicking your door in. I'm like, that's a little different
let
because.
me give it.
Go ahead.
Let
It's
me give
something
it
you
a
got
different.
control
Let's
over.
say let's say Zay meets me for the first time, right? Boom. And then Zay trusts me, whatever. I give whatever reason to Zay to trust me. And then I finesse Zay. Not that I would, but let's just say in whatever situation I finesse Zay, right? What I'm trying to say is if I was Zay, I would, yes, I would blame Kane for finessing. He did finesse. You get what I'm saying? He's actively wrong for finessing. He is going to take majority of the fault. But you cannot act, even though you are a victim in the situation, you still have to look at yourself and look at the role you played in the situation. Because you can always look at yourself and be like, well, shit, he finessed me because I was too trusting, or I didn't look into this person more before you know what I'm saying? I still gave them some type of space. We do it all the time in conversation, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be like, oh, that was my fault because blah blah blah. I should have known because of blah blah blah. You get what I'm saying? Like there is still some type of personal accountability, whether it be a big piece of the pie or not, you still, regardless of every situation, if there's two parties in there, both parties have a fault of their own. You get what I'm saying? It may not be like with the Zay situation, if I finessed him, you get what I'm saying? Well, yes, it's not wrong that he went out his way to make a friend. It's not wrong that, you know what I'm saying? He didn't do nothing wrong in the situation. It's just you still have to take a personal reflection and account for your actions. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because people take advantage of that. That's what I'm just saying with the whole accountability thing and all the burger situation. That's just the most simplified example. I've just started looking at my role that I played, whether I had good intentions or not. Did I still protect myself and protect everything that I needed or what mattered to me or whatever enough for me to not be in the fucked up situation that actually played out?
It's like,
you get what I'm saying?
I get it, but it's like it's still like what they said. Like you have to separate certain things, because like with the burger example, it's like if I go and get some food and the food happened to be poisoned, it's like I didn't have I didn't have any type of intention. I was just going just to get some food. It's like that's
Right.
while it's like, yeah, I probably should have just went somewhere else, but it's like this isn't one of those things where if we're gonna take the Zay getting finesse example, if you meet somebody for the first time, that's more of a common sense thing. It's like you should already know, like, duh, you don't know this person like that. Build a better rapport, then get into a business deal. That's a common sense thing that everybody should have. But just going out to get some food and the place gets shot up and you die, that who's to say that that's a cause and effect for sure. Like, okay, you went there and that's happened. That's just bad timing. But you can't really put that person at really any fault because they're bystanders. Like whether like if in any situation you went into it, like your intention really don't matter with certain stuff. Like because I thought of that one time with like the little water like on top of the door prank. Like if you was there a little prank to somebody and like they hit their head, your intention don't matter if they die. So it's like with shit like that, I definitely understand that, but it's just everything ain't black and white. So it's like certain things you're gonna have to kind of be like, okay, yeah, nah, you can't really blame them for that. Like for example, there was a shooting at this gas station like down the street from my house or whatever, and it's like they said more bystanders got shot than motherfuckers that was actually shooting. So it's like
Jesus
can you
Christ.
how can you blame the grandma or the two kids that got shot when they was just in the car on their tablet? They had nothing to do with nothing. They just are in the bad place at a bad time. You can't even blame their parents for getting gas where they at because, like, I mean, shit, it's already late. They got to get gas where they at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain things, not everything. You gotta. I feel like what we're talking about is just an idea of knowing when to really take accountability for everything. Because some shit really just is beyond your control at certain times. But it's good to be able to discern, was this really out of my control or could I have gotten myself out of the situation in any aspect? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, because I'm with you too. I'm with you too, Kane. Like I was a people pleaser too, so sometimes it's hard for me to take accountability. Cause like in that sense of when somebody's doing wrong by me, and I just allow them to continue to do wrong by me, because that for me came from a place of me just wanting to make sure I was always doing right by people, and just came from a place where like it was hard to view people doing wrong by me, because I'm just like, okay, well, maybe I'm not doing it. And this is my personal experience, but I'm like, maybe I'm just not doing enough for these people, and that's the unfortunate part about people who have good hearts, is that you're gonna like have people that take advantage of that shit. But that doesn't mean that's bad on your end. What the thing is, you have to understand why you're giving to people and why it is you want to do it, what it is you're doing, figure out the intent, and then figure out how much you can give to those people. Like, and then, go from there and make that discernment. After you make that discernment, because that's not, I don't want to say it has nothing to do with you, but really that has not much to do with you. What people do to you based off of the good that you do to them, like, unless you're doing that good for wrong reasons, like that's not a bad thing. That's okay to do. And you're not at fault because somebody fucked you over because you were trying to be good to them. Just take that as a lump and as a L. Don't ever and not saying you do this, but like, don't ever blame yourself for doing right by somebody who didn't do that to you. That's fucked up on their end. And for them to have made you feel that way is very fucked up. But if you go outside and eat a burger and that shit was on the fucking floor and that shit was green, and you're like, man, I'm hungry though, and you eat it, yes, no, you deserve to get every fucking ounce of food poison that shit brings you. That yes. if I have a friend who's scamming and I know the consequences of scamming, I know the consequences of this lick, yet I still choose to be in it, and then I end up getting in trouble, that's my fault. That's nobody's fault but myself. I actively chose to be in that situation. So that's the difference between the two or the three scenarios. Is sometimes it really ain't your fault sometimes, for real. Like it other people really do other people bad. Like, like that's something I'm even having to understand too. Like, people will be out here doing grimy shit. Like, I done grimy shit. Like, so it's like I understand that, I understand where that comes from. But at the same time, like, no, I'm not. If somebody fucked me over, I'm still learning my damn self to be like, well, that's just how it goes sometimes with this side of myself, this part that wants to give. That's just how it goes sometimes, unfortunately.
It's almost like saying good morning to a motherfucker and they don't say shit back. That ain't finna stop me from saying good morning to the next person because you ain't say shit.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, I guess the examples I was using was kind of awkward. But like I said, like, more so with the Zay thing, like, I just believe
a
that
real place. They came from a real place, though. You just got to discern where they came from.
No. I'm not saying what I wasn't saying. Okay, what I was saying or trying to say was just, regardless of the situation, whether I just view that you have some influence because you're still actively making a decision, regardless of if you're directly doing it or indirectly, whether you had intentions or no intention. It's just something, you still did something. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was trying to give the example of a burger. Like, even though if I went to like McDonald's to get something simple, and got sick from it, even though it was McDonald's that poisoned me and I didn't do anything to deserve that, I still have to take accountability. The personal fault of, well, shit, we all know we ain't supposed to be eating McDonald's anyway. Or for what, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that there's always alternative path. You get what I'm saying? There's always an alternate route that you can take. And the fact that you didn't take that route, that's where you can hold yourself accountable. You get what I'm saying? You can just be like, shit, damn, I wasn't supposed to be there. I could have made something at the crib. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it don't gotta be the biggest fault ever, or you gotta change your path completely or who you are. I'm just saying, like, you could just still acknowledge that you did something that put you in that position, whether you were aware of it or not. You know what I'm saying? And with my situations of how I was and how I was looking at it, regardless if I was doing the right thing or not, I just realized the roles that I was playing and how they led to where I was, whatever situation I was in. You get what I'm saying? That didn't play out in my favor.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
No, okay, so I see what you're saying. It's like, but it's still two different things though. It's like when you're dealing with people that you know and like you said, trying to play roles with people, that's something. The best way to describe this shit is just because you post syrup on shit, don't make it pancakes. Like when you're dealing with people and you got like dealing with friends or some shit like that, you have to take certain things into accountability, whether you've known them your whole life for 5 minutes or 5 years. But I feel like the aspect of the burger thing is like that is something is like you because you said something about like not having no intentions or not being aware of certain things. But it's like if you go to a place with if you go to Kroger at 5 o'clock in the afternoon with the intention of picking up some soap and coming home, and you just so happen to get caught up in some damn what the fuck I'm trying to say, like some mass shooter type shit. They just in there blowing shit. It's
Some
like,
bullshit.
yeah, it's like you can't give that person no fuck. It's like how would you ever have known that was gonna happen? You just this is something you do every single day. I run up here, get the same little soap. It's $5.99. I put the little code in, come back home. It's 10 minutes. It's like, granted, this is all everything is anything is a possibility, nigga. Aliens could come down right now, nigga. The world could blow the fuck up right now. Like anything's a possibility, but you can't always fault certain shit because like it's just, you just wouldn't know if that was gonna happen. Like there was no way for anybody that's in the movie theater to know that damn this door finna crack open, niggas finna start busting through this bitch. Like nowadays, that's time you think about that shit after the fact, but dealing with people and stuff is like whether it's TV shows or shit you hear from friends, it's like you have to handle that shit differently than you handle like the accountability dishing has to be different in those situations because they're just not the same situation. It's like
Right.
I can't sit here and be like, oh, that nigga should have known better to not go outside. Like that nigga go check his mail every day. It ain't his fault that niggas down the street got some beef with these niggas and he caught a stray bullet. It's like certain things you can't give him that blame. It's like there was no way for him to know that shit. There's no way for him to let me say challenge that or let me make sure I go here at 5:03 instead of 5:30 because they gonna be outside. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know this type of shit. So I feel like
Yeah.
what you're saying is
No, I
definitely
get what you're
valid,
saying.
but it's only like it has to be with certain shit. I don't think it's a universal thing.
Yeah, because
Oh,
dealing with humans is complex. Dealing with me and a burger is very simple. You know, like dealing with another human, you dealing with another mind, another heart, another person with their own experiences, and you got your own personal experiences, and now you got to come together and figure out how that works based off of y'all interactions. And it's like, okay, well, this person could be somebody that screws me over, so let me watch, let me be guarded, and they may be thinking the same thing. So it's like, oh, let me be guarded, you know. And so y'all, in that case, probably may end up like, you know, doing something where it's like y'all may end up, I don't want to say screwing each other over, but y'all may grow in that element. Y'all may grow because y'all realize, okay, we're both guarded. Or you may deal with somebody who is guarded, and then you may be somebody who screws people over, and this person is guarded, and they're watching somebody, and they're making discernments about this individual, and like, okay, well, this individual is a certain type of person. Um, I'm guarded already because I know better not to deal with that person, and so like you're able to like better discern because you're guarded or whatever, and then now you're able to like put that relationship in its place as to what it is. I'm not going to do this for that person. I'm not going to do that for that person because I realize and I recognize that this person is this type of person. Or you could be like how you used to be, where you were just completely open, dealing with somebody who just screws people over, and you know, like in that situation again, you're gonna have to learn your lesson of just not giving to everybody, but still at the same time that's not your fault as to why you did that, because y'all are two different, completely different individuals who have a different set of way of living and everything, and that just so happens to not coincide with each other. And so that way you don't have to take accountability for that. That person more so has to take accountability. Now I get where you're coming from, where you got to be like, all right, well, I made that mistake in doing that. I can never do that again. I can never do that with that individual again. Or I'm going to learn to have more boundaries and parameters set up so people aren't just willingly walking over me and I'm just allowing them to do so because that didn't feel good for me to do. And so that way you're able to utilize your heart a lot more easier and a lot more effectively because you're able to give to people who deserve it and not to people who do, making you a more well-rounded individual. So that's what I mean when I say like, you know, like there's like dealing with humans is like completely complex. Like you can't link that to you and a burger. Like you and a burger, specifically you and you. Like that's you facing yourself saying, okay, I know this is who I want to be. I know who this is who I'm trying to be. If I say I'm trying to be somebody who don't eat burgers no more, then I'm looking at this burger, I can't eat a burger no more. And now you eating a burger type shit, and you know that's when you have to be like, okay, I hold myself accountable. I did the wrong, and I gotta make it different. I gotta make a change type deal. But other than that, like, you know, like that's why there's two different scenarios. It's you versus you versus you versus somebody who is like completely different. And so you have to, like Kataru said, divvy up the accountability a lot differently.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you for sure. I just I just always look at it as what could I have done, and not saying like when I was first speaking on it is that I was coming from any particular moment. It's just Like obviously, certain you can't look at everything like Taro said earlier, black and white. There's always going to be a gray area. There's always going to be some type of like balancing the scales, I guess you could say. I'm just saying, regardless, I just look at it as regardless of every situation. What did you do? Because if you alive on this earth, you doing something. If you in any situation, you're doing something. So what is it that you are doing? Did you make the best of your time? Did you make the wisest decision? You know what I'm saying? Just different shit. But there's still something that you do. You get what I'm saying? There's still some type of action that must come from you. You're not being controlled. You're not being puppeteered. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not saying you take on the same if someone did something bad or you got hurt indirectly. I'm not saying you take the same type of accountability as the person that's doing it, and you're in the victim position. It's just more so like just looking on your decision. That's pretty much all I was trying to get at. Like I get what y'all are saying, and I agree, and I'm not saying y'all are wrong. That's what I was just trying to explain throughout this whole like discussion of it. Like just you can look at yourself for whatever it is that you did. And I'm not saying beat yourself up or something over the little things like Taro said, oh, I went to go check my mailbox and caught a stray bullet. No, that's obviously that ain't your fault. You get what I'm saying? On a, because you're the victim. But if a person wanted to sit there and think about it and be like, nigga, I had all day to check the mail. I would walk out there at 5 or something when niggas shooting. You know what I'm saying? You can still look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? It don't got to be the same, again, same blame, but you could definitely pause and reflect no matter what the situation is. You get what I'm saying? Even with the simplest of things, you get what I'm saying? It's just, you just have to look back at your actions. That's all I was trying to get at from it.
I think that kind of feeds into your people pleasing personality, trying to put more of the blame on you than you need to put.
Because I do that same shit, and I end up going to war with myself because of that reason.
Yeah, it's like, am I doing the right thing here? And it's like, when in reality you probably are. It's like how you just said, like, oh, why I go outside when it would start shooting? It's like you could have went outside at any time, but what if in the multiverse of timelines and shit, you went outside at every single time, like from 10:01, 10:05, and every single time you went outside, they started shooting. Like, what if it really didn't matter what time you went outside? They was gonna shoot regardless you was outside,
Yeah, then the universe hating on me at that point.
No, God.
Ain't no way I'm getting popped in every universe.
That's a canon. Really, it's a canon event for real.
That's a canon, boy. You can't do nothing about that.
Like, you gonna catch them 950.
Bro, that is garbage. That's worse than Bruce Wayne's parents dying. That's a canon event all day. The world need a Batman.
Just imagine we go through the damn multiverse matter. Where we go, 50 got shot 9 times.
Bro, that nigga got shot 9 times and lived, bro. That nigga Terminator.
We could be Shark Tales. He got hit with a fish hook 9 times. Nigga, it don't matter. He got it's a canon for that nigga.
I wonder how the op that did it, like, I wonder what he thought. Like, damn, bro, I popped that nigga 9 times. I know he did.
Could you imagine that?
And
like,
then
for real?
With that gun.
You said that. Yeah, bro, I hit that nigga like 9 times, cuz. He make a music video. This nigga alive. I'll be scared. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro. You know how mad I'll be? I done dumped half a clip in a nigga, and I go get the Sunday paper the next day, and it just says a man is in the hospital living from 9 gunshot wounds. What?
No, fuck paper.
And I know I shot him in the face for sure.
Fuck paper. You see this nigga on the music video talking about he got shot 9? What? Yeah, 50 a clone. Why we gonna talk about that?
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga got bragging rights. Hey, I be most surprised when he didn't die in the gunshots. I be like, bro, what? Nigga, you didn't die from any real life. What you doing?
Hey, nigga, 50 either a clone or the fucking Terminator, my nigga. Like, ain't no way in hell.
You know, fucking way, bro.
That nigga, that's Super Saiyan.
How do you get shot? Isn't it? It was different times though, wasn't it?
Nah, he got shot 9 times, all in one go.
In one sit.
Oh, bah, 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 bah,
They
bah,
ain't hit no arteries. They just hit all muscle.
They
They
shot him in
had
the
the worst
fucking
name.
face. Nigga, that's a killing blow. They shot him in the face.
Oh,
Not
no,
all the
you get shot
time.
right
Not all the
here.
time. I don't seen.
Yeah,
I
you
know
get
it.
shot right here. You be all right.
I don't seen niggas shoot something in their
Nigga,
mouth before. To the cheeks.
No, I know it's not always a death, but nigga got a headshot and live, bro. Like if I'm doing a standover game on 50 Cent and I dump 9 shells into this nigga, including one in the face, I'm not thinking he's going to make it.
But that's the.
Like I'm going back to my camp. I'm going to say, yeah, I just got the op, nigga. I popped him 9 times. The deal is done. Whatever.
But
That nigga lived. That is
it
insane.
made a music
For niggas,
video.
you know how mad I would be if I was at the pearly gates because I died going down the stairs, and to know there's another nigga down there on this planet that got shot 9 times and he lived.
There's a
Like,
nigga
bro,
that
he
got
died
shot.
off some stupid shit.
There's niggas that
He
got
said
shot
what?
once.
Right? Got shot in the leg, bled to death. What?
Oh
Nigga
man.
got shot
Achilles.
9 times and lived.
The great Achilles got a spear to his fucking heel and died.
Bro, I watched. I remember. I
You
know y'all
kidding me?
remember that show, A Thousand Ways to Die. There are some dumb
Yeah.
ways niggas have went out. I'm like some dumb ways, and to know that this nigga 50 Cent is the next, like he got to be peak human condition or something. I don't know. Like
You know what's really cold though?
no
Dre?
body armor.
That's what I was going to say. This nigga got shot with no body armor and then got a damn the album cover talking about some. I think I should wear this. Like what you put the bulletproof vest on after the fact? You already nigga. No, you good. You valid.
Yeah, nigga. Or
Nah,
you don't
he
need no
got
blue shield, nigga.
PTSD. Hell nah, he got that PTSD, boy. He's like, I'm not going through that shit
That
again.
nigga
Oh
shot.
God,
Like
I'm
he's
not.
cracked. I'm pushing and didn't finish.
You know, I'm flanking. He's one tap. He's done.
He's cracked, nigga.
Hit
He's
the whip
cracked.
hard.
He's cracked.
Have a couple chug, what they call
A
chug
chug-
jugs.
That nigga had a slurp
Chug
like
jug.
5
And you
mushrooms.
like,
Took it off.
right. It was straight.
That shit is crazy, bro.
Crazy.
That like I don't know, bro. You see nobody ever want to fight 50 Cent. Guns don't work against him.
Might hit that nigga. And you go
I ain't
flying
gonna
through
lie,
a wall
nah,
or
bro.
something.
New York niggas are just different. Like, I really wish I could have been born like that, like 60s to like late 80s time of New York. New York was sick as hell back then. I wanted, you know how many niggas probably died and they just nobody know about. Like niggas was getting stabbed.
You know how many
and
niggas
fucked up.
died in the Western days and that niggas don't know about?
What, bro? Hell no.
Pop went out to go hunt some deer and never came back home.
Yeah, for real.
Yo ass be in the
Costly.
woods one day playing. This hat look familiar. Oh shit.
Did my daddy hat.
Every time I play Red Dead, bro, I just think about like the fact that like you could have did anything back in the day and like you get away with it. Who's gonna hear you get popped in the middle of the woods?
Jack the
We on a
Ripper.
dirt road. Nigga, bro, Jack the Ripper we will never in history know who did it until we get to a point in time where we can time travel or see something from the past. But Jack the Ripper will forever go down as an unsolved murderer. You said what? What?
What did you say?
Dude, that's sexy. That's like some.
Oh,
That's crazy. I'm
That's
not even gonna
amazing.
lie. No,
let's
not
go to
him.
another
Not
topic.
him.
Is
Oh,
America
shit.
becoming demasculine? That's crazy.
No, like really think
That shit
about
was
that,
out
bro.
too,
Like, nigga, what? The fucked up thing about it is we don't know who Jack the Ripper is, so you can't even be like, oh, the nigga. All you can really go off of is the time period that the bodies and shit got dropped or whatever, and then be like, okay, that's how long it's been since, whatever the case. But it's like that nigga could have lived the entire life, like probably did, no cap. Like he went his entire life and nobody know nothing. This nigga was a fucking librarian in a old ass
bro. That nigga
town.
took me to the grave, bro. That nigga could have been a Starbucks employee, bro. We fucking.
He could have been one of the cops that was looking for his own self, nigga. Like, bro, that's like not clouding him up, but that's sick. That's cold that no one will ever know what the hell. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like it, bro. Nigga, do you know how many unsolved like things actually exist in the world. Like, nigga, we don't. It's not as bad as a murder or nothing, but like, we don't even know what the bottom of the ocean is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are so many mysteries of the earth that is still like there. Like nigga, we have yet to even like dig to the mantle of the earth. We don't know. We can't even survive. We can't even get to the bottom of the ocean. Nigga, we can't survive none of that shit.
Like,
we only know how to go up. We don't know how to go down.
I ain't trying to stay on the whole murderer thing, but like, even Jeffrey Dahmer, I ain't gonna cap out. Like, do you know how that nigga damn near didn't get caught? Like that nigga,
yeah, bro.
He dropped 14 niggas before he got caught.
Bro, the thing was about him, and I could be wrong. This is just from kind of half-ass reading and watching this show. He didn't do what was right, but he was just in the right place to do what he was doing. He was living in a racist era. So, and then you living in the hood, and then you're gay. And, you know, they used to treat people who were gay like...
weird as hell. Yeah, like, he was just... Yeah. That was perfect for him, like you said. Like...
Yeah, he just had the perfect scenario where he could do it. It's not like he was a criminal mastermind behind it because, you know, he got caught fairly not fast, but easy. Jeez. It's not like they found something. Nigga, his house stank. It's not like he was just so, you know what I'm saying, like a criminal mastermind. His fucking house smelled like shit.
But still, like think about all the motherfuckers that was just like him that
were smarter.
Not even smarter. They just got lucky. Like they probably just so happened to have how in the movie or in the show, whatever, he had that real vocal black lady. They might have had some docile ass old 70-year-old woman who don't want to complain to nobody.
Yeah, or like how his grandma didn't even know that he was in the house with his grandma killing people.
Exactly.
She didn't even know. Like, how the fuck do you know? Bro, I've never smelled a dead body. But like the way people describe a dead body smelling, they be like, I'll put it like this, nigga. The closest I've gotten to smelling a dead body is like a nigga dying in the hospital room and I can smell the hospital room. But like even that shit stinks. Like there's no way. Like, there's just no fucking way, bro. Like, the way people describe a dead body, they just be like, it's just unbearable. Nigga, if you leave a bowl of food around too fucking long, it stinks where it's unbearable. How the fuck did she not know
that there was a dead body on themselves? Like, soon as they die, all their bowels just removed from there. Like, all their shit just removed from their body.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I heard that's not actually that, like it don't happen as fast as people think. Like, you don't die instantly and just poop yourself.
It depends.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I think I've heard two things. I've heard that it damn near has to be like you were going to poop. You may not be aware of it, but you were going to shit in the near future.
Yeah.
Or like it takes hours. Your body is still relaxing and muscles are like, you know, your body, you know, you go through rigor mortis and all that extra shit.
Days, bro. Them bodies enough for days.
Bro, that nigga had
pooping their pants.
Had a decapitated head damn near in a fucking shoebox.
No, fuck all that. This nigga's refrigerator was filled with freezer bags of body parts, cuz.
They weren't even in bags, nigga. They were just placed in there.
Grandma like, baby, what's all this meat you brought in?
When he went to his own crib. His apartment.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, all the bags.
When he was staying with his grandma, he had that shit like, yeah, like in his closet, bro. Like, nigga, he went to jail with a dead body. Like, I could be wrong, because I was reading this as I was watching the show when it was airing. But like, nigga, I want to say that nigga had a head like in a not a safe, but like just in a lockbox basically that his father gave to him. Now again, that could be Hollywood and all that other extra shit just to create the story to be more of a story. But nigga, if that is true and that he actually had a head in like, bro, how the fuck? Like, I just don't understand. Nigga, his grandma found a mannequin in the closet, but not a dead body. You went through his closet to find a mannequin and to throw it out, but you didn't go look for the head that was stinking up the fucking room? Even though you may not have known it was a head, nigga, that room had to smell like garbage. There's just no way.
Like, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Because I ain't gonna fret. There was
I'm
like,
judging.
I don't, whatever. I had like a little period of time where it was like, you know, I like to like, I would kill bugs and shit. I ain't gonna lie. But like,
Watch this nigga.
I don't see how the fuck that shit translates to humans, my nigga. It's like, bro, like, even like play fight my little brother and shit. Like, I be hitting him and shit, but like, if I hit him too hard, I'll be like, I feel bad. Like, I don't like, or even if like I had like a a little dog and shit, and it was sitting behind me, and like I was like adjusting my shoe, and I lifted my foot up a little bit. I stepped on the tail, and it like whimpered and shit, and I damn near fucking cried. I'm like, oh shit. It's like, it's like certain, just like I ain't gonna front. Ants, fucking caterpillars, some shit. Yeah, nigga, I'll step on them little niggas some shit or drown one or something. But niggas,
But you see how you view it like that. Like that's just the same way they do. It is crazy.
It's
Let
a
me ask you
curiosity.
this.
that's
Have
my
you
thing.
ever
Like,
had-
I don't
have
see how
ever
you
had
have the
something-
same mentality for like, I guess things.
Same reason why niggas get into surgeries and shit. Like,
Same
you gotta
way.
be a twisted bad. Like, you gotta be twisted. If you okay with sitting there digging this, like, obviously you doing it for good, but you got some type of twisted, you know, like, if you cool with digging this. I mean, like, it's not twisted in a bad way. Like, it's not twisted in a bad way, but at the same time, like, you gotta be okay with digging in somebody's body and digging in their organs.
It's pretty sick to look at all that gory shit and not. I'm cringing thinking about it. I ain't gonna front.
can't do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't like.
I probably could. I'm not.
It's like anything in the world. Everything. Too much of anything is bad. You get what I'm saying? It always starts off like with Don, like with a lot of killers. Bugs. It always starts off with something small, bugs, and then it changes to animals.
Yeah.
Then it goes to people. You know what I'm saying? Everything boils over. It just boils over. It takes time to boil over, but it's just that. Because like I can ask you, have you ever been angry? And then you may say, yeah, of course, whatever. And then I could be like, have you ever hated something? And be like, yeah, of course, or I've hated whatever. Follow with me. That still is it still takes the anger as a foundation to still get to hatred. It just got to build up to there. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It turns into hate. So with him, like, yeah, it's always like people always be like, how do you do that? Yeah, and it is how do you do that? But there's something in your own world where somebody be like, how do you do that? And it's like, well, how do you not? And it starts off small and becomes bigger. It's just, in his case, he got introduced to, like, again, personal opinion, because he himself has said, like, I'm not, like, he's like, I didn't have no, like, bad background. I didn't have, like, when he was talking in his interviews, nigga, he talked like a normal nigga, bro. It's pretty much everything that he pretty much said and how he's portrayed. The nigga just sounded like he needed a friend.
Oh God!
Like, he just seemed like a awkward nigga and just didn't know how to really respond to it. So he just became again. This ain't excusing nothing that he did. This ain't like saying he was A-okay, but like,
well, we understand a little bit, like, kinda.
I can follow the path to your dysfunction.
Yeah.
I could comprehend your dysfunction. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's just an odd nigga that needed a friend. And again, this could be Hollywood, but at least from the little Netflix thing, he was like, he didn't have no way. Nigga was just lonely, and it boiled over to something worse. That's no excuse, but it just, if you really want to cut it dry, it's just a lonely nigga, and he just got beside himself and just boil over like anything else. Anything else in the world, it starts off small and it builds up, and whatever it built up to ain't never what it started off as.
Yeah, I definitely had them moments where, because like when you by yourself and you ain't got nobody there to catch you, I think we vaguely brushed over this. You're just gonna fall into whatever mindset, especially if you don't give a fuck about like questioning yourself or questioning your morals or questioning your values, like that. That's all that shit is. Was he? Did he have any like? Did they speak on any type of mental thing that he had going on? Any maybe like
Not from
type
what I
of disease?
remember.
No, not in the show. I don't think so. And again, he himself in actual interview have said like it's not like I have some type of dysfunction. I didn't come from an abusive household. I didn't like. He said he saw his parents argue, but like he himself was not. He was just lonely. He's just always been lonesome. His family in the show they portray it like his family was not around. And I want to say when I was reading up on him, he said the same thing. Like it's just people weren't around him. If nobody's there to if you have a bad habit, let's say you chew with your mouth open, right? You make noise, and then you do that all your life, and nobody tells you to stop. How do you know to stop? How would you know to stop? You know what I'm saying? The only reason you are who you are is because someone prior to you being here raised you and gave you a set of guidelines to follow. You know what I'm saying?
And
You
you chose
wash
to
your
continue to
hands.
follow that.
You said what?
You chose to continue to follow that. Like
Yeah.
you have to make that effort. It's just saying I'm not gonna be that type of person. People like this don't make that effort. People like this be like, man, fuck
Yeah,
it.
he may not also know not to. You gotta think the time
Right.
he was born in. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, the internet was not a thing. There was no type of. If that nigga wasn't at the library to look something up, there was no way to look it up from home outside of just seeing it on TV, and TV was not the same as it is now. Or someone telling you it. You get what I'm saying? Like, he really probably didn't have nothing, no one else to counter any other thought. He just nigga, the first nigga he killed, he bust him in the head with a fucking dumbbell because he was trying to leave, and he liked him. Like, damn, nigga, that's a big skip. That's a big skip. That is a big skip. Like, and you know, before he even killed him, he even admitted that he was just waiting in a bush for him one day because he just saw him running. So he caught on to the path that he ran and was just waiting for him in a bush. And the nigga just so happened to not run by that day. No, that's not the same guy. He was gonna do it to another guy, and then he just saw he saw the first guy that he killed hitchhiking, and then he killed him. But like that first time he did it, if he had a friend to go to and be like, yeah, bro, you know, I was waiting in the bush to kill some nigga. You know, somebody would be like, bro, you can't do that. But if nobody's there to tell him that, then you saw what the next action he did. He actually went through it. He busted a nigga in the melon with a dumbbell.
Yeah,
you know,
you can't.
You gotta have that second voice. If I got a bad habit and y'all view it as a bad habit, you're gonna come to me and tell me, hey, bro, that's a bad habit. From that point, then it's up to me to, well, should I listen to them or not? But if you don't have that in your ear, like you said, it's easy to go down the rabbit hole if it's your own thought, man. If you be like, shit, this nigga thought process could have been this. Shit, I'm gonna catch that nigga when I'm in that bush. Damn right, catch that nigga. Kill that nigga. Kill him real good. You know what I'm saying? Who's there to say anything?
Nobody challenging you, and you're not challenging
there
you.
to put another second thought in your mind. You just shit. Once I kill him, what I'm gonna do with him? Shit, get rid of the body.
But deeper than that, though,
good job.
How long has he been having? Because, like you say, he probably needed a friend and shit. But how long has motherfucker been having people like? Because he was into like taxidermy and shit like that. And I don't know nobody that's into that shit, regardless, black, white, period. If everybody I know kind of think like they might want like, oh, I want to get a deer head or some shit like that. But that's as deep as it goes for a lot of fucking people and shit. And that's if you're into that type of shit. But it's like,
I'm not gonna lie, I don't have anybody against that. Like, I don't have anything against like a deer head if you hunted that. But me personally, I just don't feel like there's a need for me to be around something dead.
Yeah, right. But like, so think of how many times he don't probably had motherfuckers be like, nah, nigga, you weird as fuck for me type shit, and not give him a chance to just, you know, be himself or understand what the fuck he be into and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he ain't got no friend. He didn't have everything that I've seen based on him. It seemed like the nigga didn't have friends. When they portray him in school, they make him seem like, you know, like the cliche dork that was getting bullied. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I kind of in school, like, I'm not saying that I played the role of being everybody's friend, but like, you know, when I was growing up, everybody knows the cliche of, oh, the nerd get bullied. That's why I started getting cool with them because I was like, well, if nobody gonna be their friend, I might as well. Again, I'm not wearing no cape and cow trying to be everybody's friend, but like that was kind of a part of a decision of mine. Like, well, shit, you never know what that motherfucker going through. I'm straight up honest with you. A lot of people I got cool with was because they were nerds, and I saw that people treat them like shit. I was doing it. It's gonna sound real toxic and selfish, but like sometimes I did get cool with people because if they ever wanted to do something because they, hated the world, at least they wouldn't do it to me.
Nah, I feel that for sure.
Because your boy was rocking with them. I'm gonna be straight up. There was a couple niggas that I've talked to, and they said, "Hey, bro, I want to kind of come up to the school and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Shit, why? You not gonna hit your boy, is you? You know what I'm saying, nigga? We friends and all here, friends since the sandbox, nigga.
Yeah, you can hit me.
You know what I'm
hit me.
saying?
Let me know not to come. Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
hit me the day
text me
before.
when you let me know in advance. Let me know your plans in advance, so I just magically don't pop up.
Man, I just had a dream about that shit last night about a school shooting, bro. Shit was crazy.
Bro, to be real with you, bro, I remember a nigga told me at school, and it was pretty much that same setup. Like, I got cool with someone that was kind of being punked, and he flat out told me, and I remember this was like in high school. This was either my freshman year or my 10th grade year. But that nigga was like, I thought about shooting this motherfucker up, and I was like, oh, wow. And he was like, yeah, man, but since you're the only one that ever talks to me, and, just say what's up to me, and the only one that really acknowledged me, you're the only one that I wouldn't shoot. And I was like, oh, shit.
Would he even know what if it came down to it for real, though? Like, would he even be
I don't know, nigga,
aware?
maybe he trying to look out.
Yeah, facts. I hear you.
Shit, I'd rather have a motherfucker trying to look out than fucking free aiming. That nigga, boy, what?
Man, just tell me when you feel like when you feel like your cup runneth over. Let me know so I can not come to school.
When your cup runneth over is crazy.
When you feel
just
like
don't do it, bro. Just let me walk you off the ledge, bro. This is not worth it.
You gonna walk off
the let me ask you why. Let me just talk to you. Let me just ask you the question of the day.
You got hoes.
Do you get this? Do you get this? Because a lot of problems go away. I realize, like a lot of niggas be angry at the world due to a lack of it.
Me.
Need some cutting, nigga. That's all you need. That's it. Need some head.
If these niggas was getting consensual sex, they would be a lot happier.
Yo, Frank Ocean said some shit. He was like, honestly, if I could just not miss a meal and fucking leave 3 times a week, I'm good.
All right. He said,
yeah, let me get some steakums and some boutoir. I'm good for the week. I'm a simple man. Give me ass and food and.
That's probably like 90% of the tension in your body, for real. 90% of the tension. It's probably about 90% of the tension in your body.
Oh God.
These niggas just be mad and don't be having booty. They don't be getting no butts.
They don't be going to the gym. They don't be fucking nothing.
You gotta walk up on that nerd kid. Do you be getting the sex, nigga?
You be getting laid, little nigga.
Yeah. You said what?
You be getting laid, little nigga. Like
you be getting laid. I ain't gonna lie. I think the word the phrase "getting laid" is so ugly. It's almost like the word pot.
Pot.
I don't like the word pot. I think the word pot is ugly for weed. I say gas, weed.
Nah, I ain't gonna front. I like the term pot head. I don't like weed head. I don't like that for some reason.
Pot heads. I don't know. I feel like pot head is a little more tolerable. But when a motherfucker be like, "You got pot."
Yeah, no, I don't fuck that shit.
Get the fuck out my face. You sound like a cop.
Nah. What this nigga say?
Yeah.
This nigga got mad at me because I said reefer one day.
Reefer. Boy, what you born in?
3.5
that nigga born in the 80s.
It was some shit my granddad used to always say. He would be like, everybody's supposed to be a little reefer. And I was
a reefer shop.
I don't know why that shit stuck in my head. I said it one day and Cuz looked at me crazy as fuck like, what you my uncle, nigga?
Like,
you ain't never heard the term reefer say?
No, I have. I just never said it before. I might start saying it.
It's a lot of stuff I ain't never said myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like just
Yeah,
weird
Niggas
as
gonna
hell.
start saying that. You gonna see it on the internet all of a sudden.
Damn, bro, I need some reefer,
It's
bro.
reefer, bro. Like, God damn. I'm saying that cuz from now on. Like this clip, nigga.
No.
I ain't gonna over whoop
About
with
a
it.
house reefer.
Nigga.
I ain't
What
gonna
type of
over,
reefer you selling, bro?
I ain't finna over whoop with it, but I'm still saying though.
Over whooping.
Oh,
We got some fucking
nah,
That nigga got-
pussy is an amazing thing, bro. It is.
Is that how you transition to the next topic? Just by throwing that random fact out there, pussy is amazing.
Closest thing next to God.
Yeah,
You got angels, pussy, God.
Oh, he in third?
Nah, he in first. I'm saying like
you gotta go from the ground up.
Mhm.
Oh, we're going
Angels,
back.
then the pussy,
So
then God.
coochie is over angels,
That
but
angel-
second to Allah.
I think I second.
Yeah. Divine protection right there in the walls.
Them sweet walls. Too bad to be attached to annoying bitches.
Can't say nothing about that.
I ain't
God.
I ain't say that, bro.
What? Did I say something stupid?
You know that was stupid, but that was out of pocket.
You need to just find a new group of young black queens that you kick
a new set of eaters.
Oh my god.
A new set of
that's why
elite
you
employees.
get bottom feeders. That is why you get bottom feeders.
Hey,
Hold
on.
I'm just saying
Yes.
a general statement.
Nah.
Yes.
Bro, my homie
That's
said
the energy you put out. That's the energy you get back in. Go ahead.
My homie said some gay shit to me, bro. This nigga was like,
oh wow.
Every girl I fuck with now, I'm call her Unc or little bro.
He might be going through it, cause you might want to check on. I mean, Qatar, you might want to check on.
I be checking on that
I
nigga.
ain't never had
that nigga be. It's like
I
talking
ain't
to
never
a
had a
brick wall.
reason to call. I ain't never had a reason to call any female I was talking to Unc or little bro.
Why he do that?
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I told myself to stop holding my tongue. I'm being impeccable with my word. That nigga be hanging around too many fucking white people and fucking females. He be saying some weird ass, gay ass shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like I don't like that, nigga. I don't know why the hell you would call any female you talking to Unc.
I would never call her. That's strange. Strange magic, not the cool kind.
Yeah, that's not even like a you might. I can't even say like that. That's a universal one. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you be talking in conversation with a female, you be like, bro, chill out. Like,
yeah, like that's the most.
Yeah, but like to go out that way and be like, "What's up, Aunt?" Hell no. Why not call her auntie if you want to just still call her
Mama?
something,
right? The fuck, nigga. Ma, something.
Bye.
Bitch. You know that's a good one. I'm playing. Only a joke. It's only a joke.
Yitch. Yeah, call her a yitch.
Yitch. It's crazy. Yitch. I like the ones that call themselves witches.
I like Shouty.
I love Shouty and Ma.
Shouty. That's my favorite thing too.
Shouty. Face up.
Shouty.
Can't be like Fox and Mama.
Oh
I
god,
never
bro.
said that.
That's something he would say, bro. That is something he was.
Yo, we down the street. We down the street. This motherfucker out the window. How you doing, Fox and Mama?
I don't know what the fuck you talking about. That nigga
Man, old, bro. That's an old man, bro.
Bro, I would never say that. Come on, Zay. You know better.
They got trained by a 70-year-old pimp, bro. On how to speak to him, bro.
That nigga talking about I'm a old soul. Nigga, what?
I have no need to yell out Fox anymore.
Isn't that how you even say it?
What do you mean, bro?
Bro, you was an old ass nigga, bro. Oh,
Yeah, the
God,
sassy
bro.
voice was saying that shit how he really wanted to
Would
say.
you really think that I would like look up at a girl dead in her face and be like, "What's happening, Fox and Mama?" Like,
Not in her face. Not in her face. We
Yeah,
driving
nah,
down the
maybe
damn
not her
road
face.
and you out the window
I feel
yelling
like
that
you're
shit.
lying, Kataru.
Why would I
Yeah, that
lie?
makes sense.
I'll tell you a joke. I'll never tell you no fucking lie.
Yeah, nigga, sound like one and the same, nigga.
Oh
The
my
joke, it ain't the
God.
truth.
That's funny
Oh
as shit.
shit.
No, that's something you would do,
You
bro.
know
It's
what? Let's
okay.
get
I'm
TJ on
pretty
here
sure
now.
Kataru said that.
I might say that shit. I
Let's
ain't gonna
get
lie. I might see if I can fly with it. I might see if I
let's get
might see.
TJ or Dante on here, and I bet they say yeah. I'm say that shit.
Nah, they wouldn't agree.
Yeah, think about it. See,
That's just ridiculous.
yeah,
Fox
this,
and Mama.
It's absurd.
it's fucking preposterous, nigga.
Absurdity.
Yeah, bro, that's
Crazy.
just so uncomfortable, bro.
I ain't never even.
Yeah.
How you spell that? I never said that before.
I'm gonna let you know how I go though, for real. Next
No,
time.
but now that Kataru said it, I'm gonna try to see if it work on a female.
What's up, Fox and Mama?
Fuck outta here,
Fox
nigga.
and Mama.
We gonna be
What's up,
outside
Fox
this
Mama?
weekend.
What's
He
up?
talking about some fuck said mama.
You say it like that, as rap, she gonna walk away, but you gotta be smooth with it. Like, what's happening, Fox and Mama?
Right between that shit
Nah,
and
bro, you
Sweet
gotta say
Christmas.
You'll
it
catch her off guard.
You
will
gotta
catch
you
her
gotta
off-
say it like from
It's the-
1964.
But between
Okay.
that,
So,
between
what?
that and Sweet Christmas, bad.
Yeah, bro.
Christmas.
I ain't
Yeah,
never heard
bro.
no shit. I never heard no shit. Not even from my uncle.
Sweet Christmas. That's beautiful.
Hey, slide it in there, see what happened.
Zay, I ain't gonna lie. I think the funniest DM you've ever told me that you did. You slid in that girl's DMs and you were like, "Are these DMs open?" And she was like, "Pardon?"
Shout come on now. Get with it.
Oh, why did she sound so old? Who the fuck
Pardon?
says pardon?
Pardon? She was one of them proper women.
I'm not
Like,
going
she's
front.
proper. So
The fact that she said that nigga, y'all are perfect for each other. Because who the fuck says are these DMs open? Who the fuck replies with pardon, nigga?
yeah, I'm about to miss out. I ain't see that. I
ain't gonna lie,
I ain't even see that. I did not see that.
Y'all might have been perfect.
Yo, that's funny, bro. That is hilarious.
Ain't no way.
I might slide back.
Nigga gonna delete the message and resend it.
Right?
You gotta hear what Fox and Mama now.
That's exactly how he said it.
Are these
Fox and Mama.
DMs open? Fox and Mama.
Fox and Mama.
Or Fox and Mama, comma. Are these DMs open?
These DMs.
The next girl I lock in with, that's gonna be her name in my phone.
Fox and Mama.
Fox and Mama.
Dang, bro, now you want to own it? Shit. After I was like, man, let me see what's going on.
I completely heard Kataru say it. So.
Crazy. It's so crazy, bro. Like y'all kick it with each other in person too much. That's probably what it is. Y'all kick it with each other way too much. Talk to each other way too much.
Do you niggas even know my real name?
Saying the government, dude. The government, bro. You know what they're watching, dude.
Yeah.
You know, the God honestly, as long as I've been friends with this nigga Kataru, I couldn't tell you his name fully. I only know the first, and it's damn near a nickname of the first.
I can't tell what the last name is, bro.
Oh, he got damn near 3 first names, but they're all the same name, bro. I don't know which one it is. I just would say them all.
I know all y'all's names.
You know my last name?
Yeah. Big P.
Shit.
What it start with? What the first letter start with?
I said Big P.
This bad.
Y'all was like, y'all could be P and A, Pennsylvania, or Pennsylvania?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, relax, man. Relax, bro.
I'm over here on Tinder looking at some Fox and Mamas.
Hey, but I did want to talk about this for real though.
Y'all
understand what demasculinize. What's that word?
Demasculinization.
Yes, is that a real thing?
Absolutely.
I want to talk about that. Okay,
yes.
Okay.
They are trying to set agendas that would make a man more feminine than masculine and try to act as if it's just being normal.
They're doing that
Okay,
amongst the
heard.
board though. They're trying to masculinize women and feminize men. There's a lot more gay motherfuckers walking around this bitch, and not just like on some funny shit, but being dead ass. Like, and then even with the gay men, I ain't gonna front. I used to think I had a problem with trans people, which I really don't. I have a problem with pointless trans motherfuckers, meaning Caitlyn Jenner. You mean to tell me I'm gonna go change my fucking gender to continue to date women? You want to be a fucking lesbian or some shit? That's stupid as fuck to me. I don't give a fuck. That's dumb as hell. But if
we're about to be canceled,
I don't give a fuck. Cancel that dumbass shit. But
yikes!
It's a personal thing. You feel me? It's like body dysmorphia, but on 10.
Yeah, it's like you feel that much hatred towards yourself to change your gender. Like it's one thing if you was like gonna be a woman so you can date men now. That I don't necessarily agree with the whole fucking shit, but kind of like we were talking about earlier, I can understand the steps that you get into that point. But you just want to be a fucking woman to date women, you weird scissoring bitch. What the fuck's your problem? Like, just be a fucking man. Like, there's no point in that
Well,
shit.
she still got a dick. I think she I wouldn't be surprised if she still had a penis.
Either way, it's weird. It's like you want to be a woman to date women. Just be a fucking man. Like, what's the point? There's no point in that shit.
Well, like I say, it's body dysmorphia. It's a form of I'm not comfortable in my body. I'm not comfortable in my gender. I believe I am a woman. I believe in my head I am a woman. I believe in my heart I am a woman. But I just so happen to be raised within this body of mine that is a male, and I'm not comfortable with that. So therefore, I got to do everything I can to change my gender.
And
I'm not.
And like the other thing I was
I
gonna say
got a
with that,
transsexual friend. I get it.
I'm not against
But
none of
it's
that
not.
shit.
Yeah.
The only aspect I'm against with it is when it comes to kids and shit. Leave them the fuck out of that shit. They turn 18 or 21 or some shit. Like, nigga, you like there was a time period where motherfuckers wouldn't let they 12-year-old wear makeup. Now these hoes got OnlyFans. This is treacherous times we're living in, cuz. Like I feel like Dwayne Wayne's son, daughter, whatever the fuck. Like that right there is my point. Dwayne Wade's son became a girl. He's a girl now and has a boyfriend. The boyfriend was once a girl. Did you hear what the fuck I just said? A girl became a boy. A boy became a girl. And now these two are having a heterosexual relationship. What the fuck did y'all put the extra step in for?
Personal thing.
Them niggas gay?
No, they're not gay. That's the point. It's like you became a woman to date men. You became a man to date women. How does?
Well, yeah,
no.
By textbook definition, a heterosexual thing. What I'm saying
is
no,
that should be. I mean,
yeah, they're within themselves are. I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's all of.
It don't make sense. All this is stupid.
It leave more bitches for me. It leave more foxy mamas for me.
No,
man.
it don't.
My homeboy be having. My homeboy be having. I got a couple of homeboys like they in the trans community. They be having. I'm not gonna lie to you. I be like, damn.
These hoes be bi.
No, yeah, for sure. Especially in Atlanta, it's crazy.
Yeah, these hoes gay.
Yeah, shoot, guys, you be surprised because it be the most hood motherfuckers, and they come out and tell you this shit, and I'm be like, bro, what the fuck? I would have never known.
Man, I'm not even gonna get on this topic because
this shit getting treacherous.
It's just gonna turn into someone trying to call someone phobic and all that extra, or trying to cancel or whatever. I don't know, man. I just don't like the forced agenda.
Yeah,
you don't have to force it. You could be whatever you want to be by all means, but the forcing it shit is just ridiculous. Some of the shit that they are doing is just crazy. Like I don't like that a trans man or a man becoming a woman, trying to whatever, a man being a woman can still fight a woman in like. Or do something, compete in sports.
Yeah, nah.
You are biologically a man. You have the benefits of a man. It's scientifically proven that men have like more muscle mass and all that extra shit. And yet you are putting this person against a biological woman. And just all the other shit like that, where you're affecting the world but you're not staying in your lane affecting the world. You're not like cleaning up your backyard. Your shit is like falling into other people's stuff, and it's not. I don't know. It's just an forced agenda, bro. Like give me dumb shit.
When you say that, I'm confused because that's not a force. I don't know if that's a forced agenda.
You are forcing because you're forcing people to abide by you, but you're not abiding by us. Why do you get special privileges as a trans because you're gay or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself as, but we don't get any special benefits or special treatment because we're straight? You're forcing. Yeah. Like I don't know how to put it. And like I said, it don't matter to me whatever you want to be. If you want to do whatever, be happy. But like, it's just certain things that happen as a how do I put it? Just as a it's just something extra. It's just overcomplicated. Y'all are overcomplicating things. I'm not saying hateful things ain't happened towards the LGBT community that they needed to speak up on. I'm not saying that because like the word I'm not gonna say it, but the F word that they don't like.
Faggot. Right? That word.
Yeah,
you don't give a fuck.
Like, there are hate crimes that have happened against that word. So if you have a problem with that word, I understand. It's kind of like the equivalent to our N-word. We don't like the N-word in a racial way. We say it in an endearing way. Whatever, same thing in their community. I guess some people call each other that. Some people don't like it. Whatever. I understand shit like that. But it's just the other stuff. Like if if someone said that word, right? Well, no, because that's the equivalent like the N-word. I don't know. I don't have an example.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm confused. Okay, Katara, why would you be comfortable saying that, but a white motherfucker? Are you comfortable with a white motherfucker calling you a nigger or a nigga?
I don't call myself that.
But still, regardless, would you be comfortable with a white person saying that shit to you?
No.
Then what the fuck?
What the fuck?
That's not an example of what I was.
Why would you? But why would you call them something knowing damn well if the roles were reversed in your racial shoes, you would not be cool with that shit?
Because no, I got you, Kane. No, just like Kane said, no, because that's the point right there. Because they're gay, I shouldn't say faggot or some shit. Like
because no you're white. Because I'm white. You made it very clear I shouldn't call you a nigger because I'm white saying that shit.
Yeah, but my point of the whole thing is this: I don't say faggot in my everyday fucking vocabulary, no fucking way. Like, not because I'm holding some moral ground to these motherfuckers or no shit like that. I just don't say the shit. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna spare me and not calling me the N words. I'm not gonna spare you to not call you the F word. You know what I'm saying? So in this particular scenario, I feel like these words. If we gonna play y'all's games and shit, then we gonna play. Like, I'm not finna be in a boxing match with a motherfucker that tell me you can hit me, but I can't hit you back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if we're gonna live in this world and coexist, there has to be equal play on both fucking sides. If I'm not gonna say this shit, you don't say that shit. If I can say this shit, then we can say all this shit then.
But to answer you though, Zay, I understand the disliking of that word because I dislike the word. I don't really care because I know how to respond to it, but I can understand the dislike of the racial word, the N-word, right? What I was saying with the forcing one is something like it being
in cartoons.
Okay, there's a children's. Like in cartoons, it's unnecessarily placed in shit.
For example,
even if it is everyday life, certain things don't have to be in school. There's videos of schools where they're like reading a book of like a gay book to kids, and it's like, why are you doing that? The kid don't even know what he got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not a conversation that needs to be held there, nor is it a place for a school to have it up. You know what I'm saying? Especially at this day and age. Maybe it could be a topic. You know how when we were kids, they introduced the idea of like a predator or, a pedophile to us with the little cat. He was touching the tail. half of us didn't even understand it like that at the time when we were kids. You know what I'm saying? Until later on, when our brain was developed to understand that message. You get what I'm saying?
But it was implanted in us. It was implanted in our shit. And so as we got older, when we started recognizing those patterns, oh, fucking Chester the Cat, whatever the nigga was called. Oh shit,
they planting seeds.
Yeah.
But like that is a warning of something that is not right. But when it comes to like sexuality, not saying there's a right or wrong thing, but like that's not a topic that has to be placed on a kid, nor is it important for a school environment. If a kid is that and he is getting treated differently because of that, you can address that. But as far as trying to make them that or make them something or trying to project a sexuality on them, that's not your place and it's unneeded. That's my problem.
And
I feel my problem.
I feel like they do that shit like they've been doing that shit like kind of just even with us when we was kids and shit like that. Because if you look at some of the cartoons we have, SpongeBob always throwing ass. There's literally an episode of SpongeBob where they was having a fucking talent show. Squidward is throwing ass on the fucking shit. You can look at a lot of cartoons now. They don't necessarily show no kids being naked, but on the SpongeBob movie, they got Patrick's ass having a fucking flag between his cheeks, my nigga. Like they are very adamant on showing little boys or grown men asses on cartoons and shit in some aspect. They always got a little boy twerking or doing some little weird gay ass shit like that. And it's like a girl should be doing it. Why the fuck a little boy doing it? Like that shit should be happening across the board, period. Nobody. But they be weird with that shit, bro. I don't know.
That nigga Katara said all or nothing.
No, like fuck that. No, fuck that. No, not even that. Nigga, just these is kids. Like, why the hell?
You said if a girl not doing it, why a little boy doing it? It's either.
Because
no,
like
I definitely get what you saying though.
Because like you wouldn't let your daughter walk around throwing ass. Why's your little son throwing ass? Like that mentality need to go on both of their fucking kids. Like don't let one do some weird ass shit, and the other do some weird shit. Like no, both of y'all can't do that fucking shit.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, man. The way that the world is talking, bro, they are just really exposing that it's just a lot of higher ups that were weird, man.
Oh yeah,
these niggas love.
So like, you gotta think at the like how we talked about a few weeks ago with the whole Drake Bell thing. Like to think about that like ruins that whole. It definitely adds a bad taste to that show. Like, no matter how, it like to know that damn, bro. I watched this show as a kid. Laughing, ha ha ha, he. But what was really going on behind the scenes, man, is you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, a lot of higher ups in a lot of different places are they do that shit, bro, and they force it. They force it upon whoever's underneath or whoever they're talking to.
Mm-hmm. That shit is sick, bro.
Yeah. Demasculinizing America. Yeah, no, that's a real ass thing.
And then they got the motherfuckers in here like Tyler. Even though I fuck with Tyler heavy as hell, but you know, niggas like him, Lil Yachty, ASAP Rocky, all that little fingernail shit. It's like I still truthfully like believe, you know, like if you gothic, if you punk or some shit like that, that's their style. Like that's always been their thing. You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers trying to flip it and like, I feel like as a man, bro, taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, hygiene, nothing wrong with that shit. Nothing wrong with having some nice low nails, no dirt under your shit. But getting a clear coat, my nigga, for what? Nigga, my granddaddy used to literally pick up a little manicure kit with a file, some fingernail clippers. We would sit outside and just clip our fucking nails and shit. Like he taught me how to manicure, quote unquote, my shit, if you will. But like niggas out here going to the fucking nail salon with some fucking bitches and shit. Like nigga, that's fuck all that. Oh, I'm comfortable with my sexuality, nigga. No, that's just gay, nigga. That's just gay. What? There is no reason.
Wait, you can get like a manicure at a nail salon, is gay?
Not necessarily a manicure, but getting a clear coat, getting all the
all the extra
with it. Like yeah, but just get your shit filed down, get your shit clean, and call it a day. That's cool, but all this clear coat shit, all this trying to, let me get a little smiley face, nigga, trying to get matching sex with your bitch or something. What are we doing here? Like, that shit is gay, nigga. Like, that's some bitch shit for real.
That's cause they take inspiration. I can understand this side because I grew up with like 6 females
I
in my
did too.
household and didn't, and like
I got the
I can
nose ring,
understand
earrings,
that.
so like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, so we kind of developed in like we looked at them as like, oh yeah, I fuck with you. Like I'm not looking at the gender, I'm looking at the fact that you are a cool individual, and me myself, I'm still growing and comfortable within myself. I'm still learning who I am and still learning my aesthetic and shit. So I take inspiration and I take note from that from female and things. But it does get to a point where I'm just like, okay, but then where's the masculinity in that? Because they're like there is a certain line that you end up like dancing on and crossing before it just becomes straight feminine and straight female, and like it's a fine line, but at the same time it's like where's the masculinity in that? Because like I mean I get it, we all have feminine traits and masculine traits type deal, but like when it comes to purely aesthetic, when it comes to aesthetics, it's a little, I don't know, like it's a little different. That's what's hard. Like you show what you represent more when you put certain things on and you wear certain things and you do certain things with your body. Like you representing more of the feminine elements and traits of yourself, but that just shows that you are more ruled in your feminine energy rather than your masculine energy, in my opinion. Not just saying like, okay, if I get black on my fingernails or if I get a clear coat and that be the only thing that you get, I won't jump the gun and say, okay, you just straight being dominated by your feminine, but you are being a little bit more explorative in your feminine, which is I myself can say that I've done. But at the same time, when you just straight up, all right, I'm finna start wearing wigs, I'm finna start getting like I'm finna wear nail polish, I'm finna do the nose ring,
Niggas got lock
I'm finna wear the
extensions.
skirts. Like, oh no, that's crazy. Now I ain't gonna lie, there was one time where I did have twists in my hair and they were really short. My friend was like, this will help it get it longer quicker. And so she put like a little bit she put fake hair in it along with the hair that I had, and it helped it grow faster. That was the only time that I had done that, just because I was trying to get my shit to go faster. But I mean, I don't know. See, it's purpose. Like, what's the reason why you doing it as well? Like,
That's why I
are
was
you
gonna
doing
say.
it because
You
like
know what's
what?
funny about this conversation?
What?
Because I remember, like, it just really shows me that I like when I can say I've lived long enough to just see certain phrases that I've heard, that we've all heard all our life, actually play out. You know what I'm saying? Because now, like, okay, so follow me. So like, niggas, old heads, right? Our parents and people before them, our grandparents and stuff like that, right? They used to always be like, when they see niggas like Young Thug, especially like early Young Thug, right? Or even, just at certain Young Thugs now, they will be like, that nigga, you know what I'm saying? They would call him gay. They would be like, that nigga flamboyant, right? Or whatever. They would say something like, oh, he's feminine, right? But like, when you really
what does
see
flamboyant mean?
flamboyant is like,
Because 2 Chainz in a song yelled out, "Watch you swag to this beat, I'm flamboyant." It's like, what does that mean?
okay, by definition, I can't give you, but I've heard it in this context.
Of calling niggas gay.
When you
Yeah.
see, yeah, or like but not just gay, because there's men that are gay but still act like men.
No, I get like flamboyant. Like what we mean. I know what we mean. Like that nigga that's like just he sound like at the walk-in and this shit. Like all
He acting sassy.
yeah.
He acting sassy. There we go. Nigga sassy.
Oh, folks.
Nigga snapping the fingers and all the,
Smacking
he's
teeth and shit. Yeah, all that.
Definition of flamboyant is tending to attract attention because of their exuberance, confidence, and stylishness. That's why back in the '90s, and there was like very like popular gay people on TV, and people would take inspiration off of that because it shows somebody who was very confident in themselves. Just a little side note, but go ahead, I'm listening.
So that word kind of just got like mixed in with gay people just because of they
how they or
Carry
how in
themselves.
shows they make them act. Yeah,
Okay.
Right.
That's
yeah.
that's actually kind of fire. I'm
Same
not even
way,
gonna lie.
it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. Like the word ignorant. Like people use it in the wrong context, wrong but right context. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like people be like, "You're ignorant," but then I could be like, "Do you know what the definition of that?" And they be like, "No," and say like just the way someone's acting, and I'm like, "No, ignorance is by definition, it's just not knowing." You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I just see an ad for Zendaya. She look good in this movie. I don't know what the fuck this movie. Oh, this is the movie everybody keep making fun of.
But
But she good. But okay, no, but I like when we see okay, so people be like okay, our old heads call Young Thug a fruit, right? They say he whatever because of whatever, right?
Mhm.
But it'd be funny because as the young niggas who follow him, we defend it, right? We defend that action, or we try to explain we try to justify it for whatever, right? If we're not in agreement with them, right?
Yeah.
But this conversation happens all the time because on the flip side, I'll do this when they when I get caught up in these debates. I'm like, nigga, Prince performed with his ass out. Prince wore heels. Prince blah blah blah. And y'all niggas don't call that nigga the same terms you call a Young Thug
Prince
for
is
doing the same
Prince.
thing just differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense?
They be saying
Yeah.
Prince is Prince. Nigga, Prince is gay.
Yeah, they be like, Prince had hoes. I'm like, Young Thug is fucking bitches. I've seen them. I know he we've seen the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We see they be like Prince was fuck. He had all the bad bitches. I'm like, you don't know what he did. You saw him on stage with her or them doing something in a video of they're performing no matter what. But they're like, you know what I'm saying? You're basing that off that interaction. And I'm basing what I have also seen off my own interactions. You get what I'm saying? And it's just funny when we see these same conversations play out, but it's just our generation's version of it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, you could just tell that the artist is heavily influenced by women. Like I seen a video of Lil Uzi yesterday at a concert. Hairstyle laid down. I think I could have sworn it was baby hair, like little edges on the hair, like had the swoop and
Yeah.
everything. Face low key kind of caked up somewhat. And you know Lil Uzi, bro. Like you know how he acts and just his
Yeah, I know
flamboyant,
videos.
you know.
But again, this is why people also try to say the conspiracies, because even though we all can point it out and acknowledge what this person's saying, we will never know until there's an actual statement. You know what I'm saying? But this is why people also say they push the agenda and have industry plants and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? They want, especially when we get to talking on a political level, people in the Black community, because we do have to face challenges, whether the world wants to acknowledge it or not. It is something there. This is the shit that they be saying keeps us down as a community, or you know what I'm saying, or
Right.
another way to take away from the man, because then a man isn't gonna be like a man. He's gonna act like this and blah blah. This is where all those conspiracies derive from. And though, even if it wasn't true, you definitely can see how it's still influence is not like what they're saying entirely is null and void, even if it is to the wrong argument. It's still there's something factual within that statement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if there isn't some big grand scheme behind every action, him doing that still inspires other people to do that, and then it takes away from certain characteristics. Regardless, it changes someone.
Yeah. It don't
Someone
allow
is
them to explore their full selves and their full selves being their masculinity because they're so busy watching a man act like a woman, and then all they think is like, okay, well then what does it mean to even be a man at this point anymore if I'm just gonna continuously act like a woman? So it's like it causes a lot of confusion.
it's probably even simpler than that, gang. Some people don't even think like us. Like they'll be like, shit, he did it, why can't I?
Right. Yeah, no, that's
No,
blindly following.
that's how most of the fucking world and shit work. Like they just won't.
Bro, everybody says it.
They want
I don't give
motherfuckers
a
to
fuck.
think for themselves, think for them type shit, bro.
People say it all the time, man. You know how many times I see what people post like a tweet or something. I don't give a fuck what the world think about me. Okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But you still have to. I think Kataru said this like last week. Maybe it was on the phone or something. But he was like, "Well, yes, your perception doesn't matter, but to some degree, it does. You know what I'm saying? It does. Whether we want to say it do or don't. If a group of people perceive you a certain way, it does matter to a certain degree. That is a hurdle if it chooses to be one.
Facts.
Like, you don't gotta do what everybody doing, but you have to respect what's happening around you, and you gotta understand what's really happening around you, and then see how you could work with it, or if it's working against you, or if you're working against. Like, you gotta be able. That's just what it is to be a human, bro. We not like, we don't have the same viewpoints, perspectives, all that. Nah, you have to understand how to. Like, that's what peak consciousness is when we all realize that, okay, we all kind of like on the same page, but at the same time we come with different perspectives, and that's how you grow and evolve.
There is, I heard someone say it before, it's just as simple as there is a reason people listen to other people and not to you. Like, it's just that simple, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look presentable. If anybody can make it look bad, bro, that is, you know what I'm saying? That's against you. How you argue it back, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to influence someone to believe you, you gotta look believable. You know what I'm saying? Your actions and how you present yourself gotta match what you're saying.
Wait, don't tell me you can make me some money if you broke.
Bro, niggas be like, I remember I saw a video where like it was just OnlyFans girls really, like, porn stars and OnlyFans girls really just upset how the world has treated them after they stopped doing porn. And it's just like, what did you think was gonna happen? Again, it's not right. But raise your hand if the motherfucking world has ever been right. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's no secret that people are gonna be harmful. You know what I'm saying? But they'll be crying and be upset because they're like, why would you treat me like that? What did you show yourself as?
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? If it looked like a duck, quack like a duck, nigga, it's probably a duck. I'm gonna treat it like a duck.
It's like,
what are you supposed to be treated like?
And the thing about that shit, the thing about that should be so fucked up is like they get mad, and they some of them be trying to give you like an excuse, talking about some, oh, I had to do this shit, or this, I ain't have no choice. Bitch, there is a million jobs hiring before selling your pussy online. Like, there's so many steps to take before you can get to that one, bro.
You did the most convenient thing.
Did the easiest thing you could fucking do that you thought was gonna get you a bag quick. That's legal.
Yeah. You took the easy way out. It's just that.
But the thing about let me think, because a lot of older men, I feel like a lot of men have a mentality to just please women when it comes to certain shit. Like, when you got the right mind and shit, right? You just talking about just a regular old female and shit, right? Let's say a stripper, for example. I'm not saying you necessarily talking down on her as a person, but that's not who you want for your wife type shit. You know what I'm saying? So you will probably give a whole little list like, yeah, I ain't fucking with, yo, strippers be doing this and that, and I ain't going for none of that shit, bro. But I see a lot with older niggas and shit. When you fuck around with a female and she happens to, let's say you didn't know what she was doing before you liked her and shit, and then after you don't like her, after you done built a little rapport with her and shit, now you figure out she a stripper, she do this, she do that, and it's like certain niggas' morals go out the fucking window and shit, because it's like, well, damn, I don't want to tell her how I really feel about the fuck she doing and shit, and lose this little dime I got right here that don't hold the same principles that I'm trying to fucking uphold and shit. It's like why do we be cool? Like, whenever a bitch on OnlyFans and shit, motherfuckers like, well, at least she getting her money. That bitch is selling her self-respect down to like about a dollar, nigga, about a sawbuck. The fuck is you talking about? It's like, that shouldn't be. I remember some girls try to make the same case with like niggas that drug dealing shit. I was like, that's just the pot calling the kettle black. That's not good neither. but bitch, your self-respect and dignity and your face is at fucking stake here. Like, they got programs for felons and shit, bitch, not ex-porn stars. Like I don't understand why women be very willing to take that gamble to go sell their pussy rather than flip a fucking burger or some shit. Not every woman, but some bitches be
flip
just
that burger.
Yeah, flip that patty, bitch. I'm just playing.
No, but like it's just it's
you was on the road too.
It's sad to see because as many times as someone can explain this, it would never be viewed from us because someone's always going to be. It's always going to come down to the fact of, nigga, I'm getting paid.
Yeah,
nigga, I'm getting paid. And it's not, yeah, you are getting paid. That's cool. No one says it's wrong to run your bag up, but just
have some dignity how you get your bag.
Right. What's more important to you, self-worth or money?
If someone still made the argument of dope dealing, no one's saying it's good. No one ever, bro. It'd be so funny when like I hear the conversation. Like I remember at college, some girl was like, we was in a group and some girl was like, niggas cheat, niggas have hoes. Why can't I do the same? And I be in like everybody was just like, no one ever congratulates them. Like if my homeboy came to me and said I got hoes, like we laugh and
Nah, we enable that shit. We
do, but we never say like good job.
Nigga, we enable it. We don't shut that shit down. That's enabling.
Okay, we do.
We be talking about hoes like they Pokemon cards, nigga. Like I'm not trying to say that like in a braggadocious way, but we just do.
But no one ever says keep going. Like
that's the
nobody
thing.
Ever says stop.
I feel say how many times have me and you got on the phone came talking about a female?
Man.
Like that. What? How many times have me and you gotten on the phone talking about a female?
We got 8 fucking podcasts in a row. I swear we did nothing but talk about women, bro. It's just how it is. It has to some way, form, or fashion. It just happens.
That was I ain't gonna lie. Nah,
I love them.
Because that's the thing. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with loving them, but I ain't gonna lie. What was the whole point of this conversation again?
Because we were speaking on how women do this. They flip it on us. They say, okay, men can do it. Why can't we?
That's what I was gonna say. That be my problem. Like, don't complain about a problem you contributing to. It's like that be the shit right there. Like, we do kind of, even though we don't sit there and be like, hey, you shouldn't do that shit. Like Zay said, we also not laughing is a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Deceitful trait for men, because a lot of men think if you get the motherfucker to laugh, that's a good thing. When laughing could just be, I'm too uncomfortable to say XYZ, so I'm just gonna laugh my way through this shit. And that's actually the base of everything right the fuck there. You just laugh the shit off. I don't want to tell you that you sound weird as fuck right now. I don't want to tell you that was dumb as hell because you my homie. I don't want to tell you XYZ because it may be a little disrespectful to say that. So I feel like,
or it just may not be my place.
That part too. But it's like,
but if you're my homeboy,
is it not?
As a unit.
I was gonna say that too. To go back to earlier in the pod, we was talking about like one of my little issues. That was a kind of another issue too. It's like we all talk about like family business and shit. Well, nigga, if you my family, you my business. It's like you can't be family and not. I'm not saying be in my damn pockets. I'm not saying hold me the fuck down or no shit like that. Like you can hold me down, but not anchor me down. You feel me? You can have my hand and shit, but not be holding me the fuck back from shit. Like you can know what I got going on, but not have, you don't gotta know every single thing. But I should be able to, just converse with you on some shit like that. But damn it, I went for a loop. What are we talking about
again? Just
the thing of reversing. I
don't
even know. What was the topic? Because you seem to remember. You got good memory tonight.
No, I remember it was the whole thing about women not taking, or women trying to be like, oh, I want to do what the man doing.
And
that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say because that'd be the problem right there. It's like, just stop worrying about what the fuck they not doing. Just do right by you. So if some shit do go wrong, you can say, well, at least I did this shit right. Not to point blame, not to be that person, but I mean, shit. Hey, if the shoe fit, nigga, you fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, don't be a sheep. Why are you following? Even if you do acknowledge that's wrong. That's basically what I was trying to get at when I said to her, like, you know, like whatever I was saying when Isaiah said, I mean, when Zay said, we enable it. Like I was just like, we never say we never say like good job to it. You know, we do laugh it off for whatever reason, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, and people take that as we're in support. In actuality, it may just be something as simple as you just doing you. But no, if we all look at it more from a moral perspective, no one says good job.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, we do, there are times where we have been like, that nigga knows. But at the end of the day, we all want one.
Bro, that's good job, bro. That's a
No.
It's an inverted pat on the back.
Yeah, bro, like that. Yeah.
Yes, it's still, yeah, okay, yeah, like, yes. But I'm not literally walking up to you saying good work, because at the end of the day, everybody
But think about it like this,
is
though.
like,
think about if me.
You're not saying don't do that. That is not appropriate behavior, because a woman may do this to you and you may look at her like, do you want those roles to be reversed? Like, you're not shutting that behavior down and letting them know what a proper way to deal with that is.
Even deeper than that, but think of it like this. Think of like if we all live in the crib together, or not even all, but just me, like you and one other person, you and your mama live together, y'all leave or whatever, your mama come home talking about, I want you to clean the kitchen up, make sure you sweep the floor and shit. And like she just keeps saying like, sweep the floor, sweep the floor, sweep the floor. Like, Ma, I'm gonna do this shit. Like you keep saying this like I'm not gonna do it. And she'd be like, well, it's not that I'm saying you not gonna do it, but I just want to make sure that you're doing this shit. But it's like the way you could say certain things, you might not say it directly, but just saying it period kind of insinuates this shit. Or if I was to be like, if me and you the only two niggas in my car, and I'd be like, yo, where my wallet at, bro? I don't know where the fuck it's at. Bro, where's my wallet? I don't know where your shit at, my nigga. Bro, stop. Where's my wallet, bro? Me and you been in the car the whole fucking time. Where my wallet at? I'm not saying you stole it, but that's the only other way that could fucking mean, for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain shit like that, just saying certain shit is, even if you don't say it, it just insinuates off the rip just because you said it.
I used to that shit, bro. I don't like people doing that. But that just goes into I don't like people with this. Like what? But that kind of goes into another topic that is different, like how to properly like check somebody on their shit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, do we necessarily even have to like I don't know, that's a whole nother topic, bro. But I kind of want to like just that whole, you know, masculine. That kind of goes also into like why women become more masculine as well. Not only is the society built off of like masculine values, yeah. At that point, it's like, bro, like especially how much women have been suffocated over the years because of the society that we lived in and just been shunned upon. Like now they're becoming intentionally like, okay, well, this is the way we gotta be, because which to a certain extent, in order to live in this society, yes, you have to like play by the society's rules type shit. And again, since it is built on masculine values type deals, then yeah, but what you got something to say?
You know what I heard a grown ass nigga 10 years our senior say, bro? Cuz said, I can't wait to enter my soft man life.
Beautiful thing, man.
No, boy, what? Soft man, nigga, came when we went out last weekend and you had called me and I was outside. What did I tell you I was doing in my grandma's yard?
Nigga said I was chopping down a tree.
Ain't no soft man shit, nigga. What the fuck?
Man, good,
bro,
good for you, Kataro. You was cutting down a fucking tree. That's cool, but then you wanted to be more.
Thing, bro. I ain't been on this earth long. I've not been on this earth long, but it goes into the same thing. As men, that is our fucking job. Is to have, we're supposed to, I'm not saying life should be just beating you the fuck up every single day. Definitely not saying that. But you don't got women cutting trees. You don't have women in a earlier than time fighting mammoths and shit like that. That's fucking man's job. The man's job is not supposed to be fucking easy. A man's life, I'm not gonna say it needs to be fucking hard, but it shouldn't be comfortable for you. As a man, you shouldn't be fucking comfortable making a certain amount of money it unless it's comfortable. Like literally, like if you can pay your bills XYZ and get all your shit done, then whatever, cool, do your shit. But to a degree, you shouldn't be looking for just I'm gonna put this shit on the next person, do that shit, or I'm like, no, nigga, you get the fuck up and do that shit your damn self. That whole soft man mentality and shit, niggas wanting to be fucking catered after and shit. It's cool to be taken care of and shit, for sure. But that's kind of where it comes into though. It's like, get your ass outside, do some fucking manual labor and shit, then get your ass in the fucking crib and you like take care of you and shit like that. But it's like niggas are trying to negate the role of being the fucking man and shit. And that's why women act how the fuck they act. Because how the fuck is women need to be their divine feminine. Divine feminine needs to be nurturing, caring, and soft. How the fuck that woman gonna be soft when she paying all the damn bills and there's no way helping her ass? She can't be she cannot be hurt. She needs a soft life, nigga. And you can't have a soft life because she's picking up the slack where you can't pick up shit. Because like it's one thing of y'all working together to get to a certain point, but as a man, you need to be willing and ready to take the charge of all this fucking shit because you're the fucking leader of the house. I don't like the turn of men that, I ain't gonna lie, it affected me too for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, but it's like I'm like, no, fuck that shit, nigga. We shouldn't be so docile with that shit. I don't like that.
And I 100% agree with you. That is a man's job, a man's responsibility. We are the breadwinners. We are the one who is supposed to build the household. We are the one who is the foundation for the house, or we are the ones that build the house. But at the same time, like, yeah, I can see how you can get comfortable within that soft man lifestyle, because now you just,
especially being raised by women, because that's all they're catered to, is to be soft.
But at the same time, you also still have to have that as a man. Like, you still have to have that vulnerability. You still have to have that soft side about you, or else you just become. And there's nothing wrong with like being demanding and having your needs and needing things to be met and shit got to get done. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But do you really want to live within that forever? Is that really what you want? Like, all men have a different idea of what soft side is. Like, even if you look at, like, all right, Thanos, that man did his job. He took care of business. His soft side was like, when I'm done with this shit, I want to be on a farm overlooking beautiful mountains and being able to like appreciate the life that I built for myself and be able to really like soak all that in and be able to really like hold my wife and be intimate with my wife and like really be vulnerable with my kids and really be open with my kids about these things. That don't stop you or negate you from still having to go outside and chop that tree. It has to be a balance between the two. And I understand where you're getting at. A lot of men, and I fallen victim to this myself, a lot of men just get too caught up in that soft side and never even build anything. They don't do shit with their lives, and they just get too coddled, and that's why, like, because I be hearing women like, and I all due respect, like, I respect it, but I know women who like if this is what you value, if this is what you hold, but like I done heard women like say, man, I done took men in, and they just like I paid for all the bills. I did all this, and like he just was laying around not doing shit, and like I still loved her for it. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like it took me like for a storm. I'm just like for a loop, because I'm like, that don't make sense to me. Even when I did live in a household where the woman it was her household, I still made sure I got up on my ass and paid bills. It was a necessity because it's done. And then on top of that, I'm not staying comfortable with that, because I understand there's more that I need to build. The roles, in my opinion, should be reversed, but they're not in a lot of instances. And like that. So I get where you're coming from, but again, we still have to understand that we still have to be soft for our women. We still have to be vulnerable for our women, because if not, that's how you get niggas that get too big of egos and they're like, man, I built all this shit and you live here with me. I did this shit, like, and they not like, they're too emotionally voided because they too focused on the ego. They too focused on the material. They too focused. That's why we need women, because they help balance us out in that sense.
Balance. But what was you finna say, Kane?
Right.
You finna say some shit at some point.
I forgot at this point. I can't remember. I can't remember. I think Zay pretty much. What I was gonna say, but he kind of went into it. I was gonna say, but did that dude even mean the South Side the way we were first talking about it? Or y'all was first talking about it? Because I was gonna say, and this is why I say he kind of answered it, where he was like, it's up to you to determine what your South Side is. Because I was gonna say, in context of that comment, I thought it was more on the lines of like, where you just become wise and you don't have to be aggressive. You don't, what I'm saying? Like at different points of a person's age, what I'm saying, determines how you act. I mean, yes, you're gonna act a certain way all throughout life. What I'm saying? You're gonna pick up certain traits that you're never gonna drop and shit like that. But like, nigga, how I act as a kid isn't how I act as a grown man now. You know what I'm saying? Like there are certain traits. Like if I was to see my kid self, I was like, oh shit, damn, I've been doing this since that long. But like, there's obviously from my own memory, what I'm saying, and how other people see me. There's some very distinct changes between the two. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I was gonna like, once you get to a certain age or just a certain mental state. Because age doesn't determine everything. It's just when you finally have enough of whatever mode you're in, you do go to a calmer era, you know what I'm saying? And on a physical level, once you do start aging, certain things that make you so riled up in your younger age kind of, have dwindled to a certain point where that doesn't still take away from your man qualities. You know what I'm saying? You could still go do shit like chop down a tree, Kataru.
Nah, for sure.
Nigga, I want to see a fucking tree, nigga. I feel like it was a little tree.
It was a little tree.
I
wasn't sitting there trying to like over whoop my shit. No, I want no huge ass tree or nothing. It was a nice. It was a nice size. It was probably about 6 foot tree, round. Probably not 6 feet. Probably like 5'10". Like 5'10". It wasn't too damn tall. It was one of them trees. It was a pretty. It was a decent sized little tree. Not the same.
How many trees you done chop down, Kane? How many trees you done chop down in your life?
Nigga, I done chopped down some bushes. What are you talking about?
That's my bush. Yeah, that's my
a
shrub. Goddamn, a shrubbery.
Pull that right out the ground.
I don't even know if this would count as a tree or a very tall bush. I got a bush outside. Tall, it's pretty tall. Then they're like saying not exactly the same height of a house, but like I don't know. I've cut it down, but like nigga, not with no fucking axe. I ain't go out there looking for a damn Christmas tree.
No, next time you come over here, I still got it in the ditch. I'll show you the tree. If you ever come
I'm gonna chop it down some more.
What you mean? Nigga, it's already chopped. Nigga.
No, I'm gonna do fire.
Do one of them things where they be like cutting for firewood.
Yeah.
No, I love that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I want to learn how to do that shit actually because that's a dangerous game.
For real, dog. You lose a leg.
That's what I was saying. Like,
lose your damn head.
After I was done doing that shit, nigga, I felt great, nigga. I was like, bro, what the fuck, nigga?
As you should, my man.
Like, nigga, I want to do. I told Kay, I was like, bro, I want to do that shit more often, just because of like the manual strength you get off of just doing some shit like that, bro. Like, dog, that's unmatched. Like, that's some shit that weightlifting don't give you.
Nah,
like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to. There's certain things I want to do on a farm.
Like
I just
potatoes.
want to be cool with somebody. I don't even know how to grow potatoes, but like
I said, throw like throw like a potato stack.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
Oh. No, but I mean like certain manual things I want to do. Like okay. I remember I was watching this anime and this nigga was a slave, but he was pulling a tree stump off the ground with his other slave, homeboy. And they had a horse. No, at first they didn't have a horse, and they were pulling that motherfucker. And then they had a horse, and then they started pulling that motherfucker. And I was like, dear God, that is awful. And I would like to do that, motherfucker. I would like to attempt I don't want to throw my back out or, be fucking handicapped, but I definitely want to try something, a manual task like that, just once on a fucking farm, just to see what it's talking about. Because dear God, if that stump don't move in 3 seconds, I'm done. I'm giving up. I'm gonna go back to the modern age and get it out normally.
Bro, that's why a lot of black people just
You
build
better
so
have-
damn good. Because, like, bro, them motherfuckers got some strong ass ancestors. Because
Nah, for real. I want to build a house. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe not.
Crazy.
I want
I'll
to
Maybe
watch
not a
houses still.
man. Not one of that. Not a big ass one, bro. But I want to build like a little decent sized house. Like me and my sister be looking at getting some land and shit, and that was one of the most exciting parts when I was looking at the blueprints of the house. I'm like, cause my mama used to do this shit. Like we used to have land back in Georgia in Milledgeville, and she built the whole little shack. She built the whole little shit herself, bro. And I'm like, damn, how the fuck you did that shit? That
I
shit
want to
dope as
build like a
hell.
little, I want to build like a little cabin or something.
Yeah,
I
that
always
shit.
wanted to build a tree house. Don't give a fuck how.
Thanks, bro. Oh my,
Yeah,
hey, we
exactly.
gonna fight them motherfuckers like Phineas and Ferb too, nigga.
You chop down that damn tree, that great oak. We could have built a tree house right
That
there.
wasn't no great. Oh man, stop over. You over whooping.
You under whooping, nigga.
You
You ain't talking about that great oak. You chop down. Kind of humble. You so humble, bro. How do you do it?
Layers.
Shit. I don't know, man. I just stop it. It's crazy.
Say, I don't know how you cut it down, bro. You just,
You know,
I was swinging the axe.
I swang and fell. I don't know. It's just
Dang, so you really use the axe? You ain't use no chainsaw, none of that?
well, okay.
That's what his neighbors thought.
The limbs and shit. That actually is. I look good as fuck at that too. I had the hoes watching, but so like the first,
They were nervous.
the first half of it, I'm not gonna lie, I did that shit straight axe. The very last part of it, I didn't use the chainsaw until I was trying to actually get the roots from the bottom and shit out, and I was trying to like, dig the stump up.
Mm.
But yeah, the whole shit. Because I showed Kane what I had did. That whole shit I did with the axe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see this. I want to see how deep the roots were of the tree.
That was man, that shit was deep. It's a and
Bro,
like a fat hole. But man,
And tree stumps ain't no fucking joke.
those ain't no joke.
bro, them
Even the
roots
small
is
one.
crazy.
Shit, there's a little tree that be growing in this neighborhood, and it's growing under the asphalt, and the asphalt all cracked up, and the roots just coming out the asphalt. That shit fire as hell. But I'm like, damn,
Nigga, on my mama,
big ass
that printer behind you, I swear to God, that shit about same size as that printer.
what you talking about?
The white one to your right or left?
Oh shit, I'm tripping.
About the same size as that. I
You
swear to
said the
God.
root was this big?
Yeah. Like about that.
Like one of the things, or
The whole
entire
stump,
thing?
the whole stump with the roots is probably about that wide, probably a little bit more height to it, but probably about that. Just like how that diameter type shit. But that motherfucker was big though.
You know what's crazy? That if a tree does fall in the forest with no one around it, it still does make noise. That's crazy as fucking.
That was some shit that I don't like. Duh. Like,
right.
that's what I'm saying. Then you answered your own question. What do you mean? Like,
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
no. I know.
About it.
I used to get mad hearing that shit from people, bro.
Right.
If a tree fall in the forest, does it make a sound? Nigga, if a nigga gets shot and no one around and see it, did he still die? Nigga, yes.
Right. It show the world is still immersive even when we ain't immersed in that motherfucker, bro. This shit dope as hell.
They trying to really prove that simulation theory, nigga. They think we in GTA.
Man.
Hey, if we was in GTA, bro, this would be crazy because
motherfucker could be coded up.
Bro, nah. Some shit I heard. Somebody was like, if you ever like lucid dreaming or whatever, and you in your dream, don't tell nobody you dreaming because they gonna freak out in the dreams. I want to do that shit so bad.
Wake your ass up real quick.
So I heard somebody say that shit on TikTok. Motherfucker was like, they was getting chased around and shit. They old dream. I'm like, nigga, open your eyes. The fuck?
Imagine get tormented in your dream. Fucking crazy as hell.
Niggas
happens all the time though.
Niggas in your head telling you to get out.
Right. Oh, that's fucked up, bro. It's
That's
a real
sick.
thing, bro. It's a real phenomenon.
That's a sick thought.
That is kind of fucked up, bro. That is fucked up, bro. Oh, I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed. I wake up, man, that nigga kicked me on my shit again. Nigga,
What the fuck you
damn.
mean? Get out, nigga. This is me. Like,
Hey, I'm about to learn that. That's some real ass shit, though. I ain't gonna lie. Real ass shit.
Man, I don't even know how people are. Like, I be aware that I'm in a dream, but like I don't be aware until it's like damn near too late, or like I'm aware after the dream. But it's weird. Like, you know, when you dream, you're like halfway conscious that you know you're dreaming at times, but then like, yeah, I feel like my dreams they're either I'm aware after the fact, after it happens, and I like wake up, or in the midst I can think about it, but like I'm not thinking about it. I don't know how to actively think in the dream.
Yeah.
that's
I'm kind of just living.
that's some shit. It's
Yeah.
like I'll be because I've learned how to like realize that I'm dreaming at certain times and shit. But it's like that's one of the things I don't even know how to fucking explain that shit to people. It's like because this is actually really fucking easy. And like I feel like what you was describing kind of like those little split seconds where you can kind of peep the dream and shit a little bit. Those are the moments where you can kind of like try not to explain the shit. That's like when you can, I guess, slow down the dream type shit, like and start to begin the lucid dream for real. Because it's like I don't know. It also it's really deep with that shit because if you like, you got to be in REM sleep for one, and it's like a lot of people don't really be in REM sleep sometimes. Like some people just be like kind of half sleeping and shit, or whatever. But like once you get into REM sleep, like that's the out of the 8 hours you fucking dreaming and shit, that 30 seconds that you can faintly remember, that's your window to lucid dream. That's your window to be like, oh shit, wait, I'm dreaming. Like the best way to describe that shit, you have to remember that you're dreaming.
Yeah, that's hard to do, nigga. I be in them sleeps.
It's it's hard to think about, but like when you think about your dreams and shit, there's probably one part of your dream where you was like, damn, nah, I remember that flash of whatever the fuck. And it's like at the moment it may be kind of faint and shit, but it's like I don't know. You gotta meditate and shit. You get your mental right to do shit like that. It's
Were you meditating heavily at the time when you was taking control of your dreams?
bro, when I was taking control of my dreams, let me tell you my wake up at the time, nigga. I would get the fuck up. Sometimes I would wake and bake, sometimes I wouldn't. It just depending on the day. But most of the times I wouldn't. I ain't like waking and baking this shit no more. I still don't like doing that shit. But I wake up, go outside, feet in the grass. I dead ass meditate for anywhere from 10 to sometimes 30 fucking minutes just because I just like to meditate. And like from meditating and shit for super long, nigga, I ain't gonna front. It would get to a point where I could damn near daydream. Like I'd be wide the fuck awake, but I would see vivid ass dreams and shit, and then just open my fucking eyes, like not even wake up, but just open my eyes type shit. So like doing shit like that, like either high or sober, and then at the same time too, I was trying to practice astral projecting and shit a lot, which I never actually got to do, but I got really close to one time. Like I was gonna leave my body, but I was like shaking and shit. Like I was gonna leave my body, but like I freaked the fuck out. And I was like, ah damn, I fucked up. But like doing all that shit, like it kind of helped me. It kind of just like a byproduct of it, really, just lucid dreaming. Like doing all that meditation and doing all that astral projecting practice, having all those frequencies and shit. Cause like when I had the damn lights, I was deep as fuck with that shit. I would have the lights coordinated to whatever fucking chakra I was going. I have like all the fuck. I either had headphones on or my just a fat ass speaker playing some fucking frequencies and shit. So yeah, my ass was I ain't even gonna say enlightened, but nigga, my third eye was opened at that time. It's still pretty open, but that shit back then was wide the fuck open.
A third eye synchronized for how well your body works. That's a guitar bar.
Who's Katara? Katara don't rap.
Where I get that shit from?
Mm-hmm.
There was a bar that I've heard somewhere. I'm recalling now. I'm like, what the fuck?
That man Katara do be rapping. Rap good. Rap real good.
I ain't never heard Katara rap.
Never, man. Never, dude.
That nigga Katara is a golfer.
Yeah, I love golf. I love golf.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I want to play golf.
I want to go fishing.
You ain't never been fishing?
I've been fishing all my damn life. I want to go fishing and bowling.
Man, I want to go drunk bowling.
I've been wanting to do that shit for a fat ass minute.
That and low key, every time we go out, I'll be wanting to go skating. But do y'all niggas even skate?
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Now I'm talking about TJ and them.
I don't know if TJ can skate. I can halfway skate. I ain't skated in so long, but I can get on that flow.
Tear that motherfucker up.
Yeah, I got skates in my damn car. I've been just waiting.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to get on motherfucking skates.
Oh,
take on
real quick. Let me ask y'all a kind of deep question, right quick. Especially you, Zay. Have you ever had a dream about somebody and then saw that person like probably 2 days later or next day?
Do I not see this person consistently already or not?
Nah, somebody you've never seen before.
Yeah, somebody I've never seen before. I can't remember, honestly. Have I seen somebody in a dream to see him a couple days later? I honestly not. I can't say that I have.
Because to go back to this whole kind of lucid dream shit, I had a dream that what I thought was me, because you know I truly believe that whole shit that we're all reflections of each other and shit in some aspect. I believe the fuck out of that shit. So in the dream I thought it was me, but I had Goku hair, but it was dreads though. Swear to fucking God, I'm gonna find his Instagram and shit. I see this nigga with the exact same shit. And what fucked me up was the perspective that I saw it in my dream was like as if I was shorter than the person. So like kind of looking up at them or whatever. And then the picture I saw was them kind of looking down at their phone. You know what I'm saying? And I swear to fucking God, this nigga had the same hair. Like,
I wonder if you've seen that. Like, do you had you ever scrolled past it just
never,
like briefly?
Never.
Damn.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't seen people like that. That's kind of fucking crazy. But like, I think I said it before. I've seen moments, and then like when I'm reliving that moment, I've seen moments in a dream, and then I'll remember it. That brief glimpse where I'm consciously aware, like that you was talking about, but I just don't. I don't know why. Like I halfway acknowledge I'm dreaming, but I don't know how to. I'm dreaming and can start controlling it to lucid dream. It's just that brief flash, and since I feel like since I am observant of shit naturally, my brain, even though it's in an unconscious state, it just still just remembers that. It bookmarks shit, bro. That's how I remember things so well. I pin it with something else that is. I can see a card on a table and pin that with a song in the background or a noise or just the way I took a step. It's weird. Like, but I've seen something and it'll be a scene of something and then I'll remember that glimpse and then I'll forget it and won't think about it. And then as it's happening, like in that 1 to 2 seconds as it's played out, I'm like, oh shit, I'm living that moment again in the dream.
Oh wait, Kang, you see my camera?
No, I do not.
God damn, man, you never see my shit.
I don't know. Send it to me, texting me, whatever you trying to show me. But I'll as I'm going through it, I just be like, I'll just kind of, it'll be a quick second thought. I'm like, and then this happens, and then it'll happen, and I'm like, fuck. If I knew how to control the dream, I wonder how much more I would see, and if that would play out in my real life. But yeah, shit, it just happened to me either today or yesterday. As crazy as it sounds, it was just a scene from, because they put Martin on Netflix, so I've been watching Martin.
Really?
In my dream, I wasn't staring at my TV like as I was laying in bed. It was more so like I was in the Martin thing, like I'm standing on, like how you stand in real life, like you're looking from your eyes, and whatever scene it was where he was talking about someone, that happened in my dream, and then as I was laying on the bed, ain't thought about it in weeks. I'm like, he says blah, and I remember he said what he was saying in the jokes. He was talking about Gina and her father, and he was talking about how he was a stiff and he could pull a brick out the wall, basically. And that's even though I saw it weeks ago, I saw it in that moment, and it's just, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. It's crazy. Deja vu dreams exist. I mean, they do exist, and people try to say they don't.
So you saw Martin in that soul scenario, and then like 2 weeks later,
You said what?
You saying you saw like a clip of a show, and then 2 weeks later,
it wasn't even like 2 weeks. It was like weeks later, and I never remember it until it's happening.
Like something must have triggered that. Like you must have, like there must have been like some type of connection as to when you actually seen that clip, and then when you had the dream that connected those two dots together and made it be like, oh, because I be doing that while I'm like walking awake. I lucid walk, like dream. I'm not lucid walk, but I daydream a lot, and so like there like something will come up within me, and I'll vividly hear a song play over and over and over because it's connected in my head, or I'll remember something that's connected to it in some way, form, or fashion while I'm still awake. So I like have these visuals and have these like sign it, like these things happen to me as I'm awake. And it's usually because something in a moment, a situation or something connected that to me in order for that bridge to be connected and for me to be like, all right, this is what I'm hearing. Like, I might get sad about an ex that I had and start hearing a particular song that play certain things, like kind of like how Bumblebee used to talk. That's how my brain would do it. It'll like pick up clips, a particular clip. Like I remember one time I had gotten like real nervous at one point in my life about a certain situation. I thought I was finna like lose myself because of a shorty that I used to date. And like I used to be deathly afraid of, like this is like I used to be deathly afraid that I like some like tragic would happen to myself because this like woman that I like because of a woman that I dated. And so I would vividly hear a piece of a song keep playing in my head because of that. Or like it's not always dark like that. Sometimes it's just something normal. So like I'll be walking down the street and I think, oh, I gotta do something, and then something that pertains to what it is I'm trying to do will like start playing in my head, and I'll start hearing it, or I'll remember like something from a clip of a TV show or a clip of a movie that I watched that like comes up. Like it's some whole phenomenon type deal, but like and then I don't get it when I dream like you do. That's why I was like wondering, like before you went to bed, do you remember how you were feeling, what you were thinking, and everything like that?
Mm.
You say you do or you don't?
No, I don't. Okay. I don't remember how I was feeling. Like I don't dream based off how I'm feeling, because I go to bed mad and just it be dark, or like I go to bed and like I go watch something scary and I don't have nightmares. I haven't had a bad dream in a while, or even a scary dream, or like it just, my dreams are stupid. They be full of random information. Every dream that I've had recently is just that. It just be something random, and then I fall through the floor, and then I'm somewhere else. And I always seem to know what's going on. But like I can't alter what's going on. Like if I fell through the floor and it's sitting at a test in a school, I already know what test I'm taking, but then I can fall through the floor and be running from zombies. But I'm just aware that I'm running from zombies. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't ever have a second thought like, oh shit, I just fell through the floor. What the fuck? Oh, I'm dreaming. Obviously, this isn't real. The only time that happens is in the midst of waking up is a dream. It's always at the end, the last thing. It's never before, and it's never like, dude, I haven't had a meaningful dream like, I don't even, nigga, like, I don't know, like, it's just I see flashes of shit. That's how all my dreams seem to be like, just flashes of information, and then either they come to pass in a deja vu moment, or it's just a dream.
Bro, I know how to help you with that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Do it tonight, for example. When you go to sleep, try, like when you close your eyes and shit like that, just try to notice when you actually start dreaming. Because that was shit I used to do as a kid all the time. And I think that's probably what kind of triggered it a little bit. Like I would always like the time in between me closing my eyes and sitting here and then actually dreaming, I would try to see if I felt something, if I saw something. I never fucking did. I would just end up in a lucid fucking dream and shit. But that can kind of help with it, just trying to notice when the dream actually starts. Because at that point, you're kind of setting, that's how, right the fuck there. You're setting the intention to go to sleep to, am I dreaming? Like, so you're kind of, have you ever went to sleep and like, just remembered, like, for example, you go to bed pissed off, wake up pissed off about the same shit?
Yeah.
Because you kind of not really set the intention to think about this, but that's all you was thinking about when you went to sleep. So if all you think about going to sleep is, am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? At some point, through all your crazy thoughts and shit, it's gonna pop up. Am I dreaming? And it's gonna hit at the right moment to where it needs to hit, type shit.
Let's think about to have me test this game theory.
No, I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. Try it. Try it. Please try it. It might not work the first time, but just keep trying that shit.
I'm gonna fuck around and dream something stupid. Like, oh shit, I know how to fall through the floor, and then I'm gonna forget.
Cause I ain't gonna right. How you said you don't really dream about like based off your feelings and shit. The only time I've had that happen is when I got locked up. I had a dream that I got out like the first night. Like not even the first night.
Every was a Lil Wayne bar. That nigga was a Lil Wayne bar, bro. I knew it was coming before you said it. What was the bar say? He was like, like, around got locked up. Every night I dreamed I broke out.
That was swear to God. Like I literally kept dreaming that I drove to my grandma's house, got some food. Like I kept having that dream like every time. I swear to God.
That nigga was fighting for his life and for real. I feel it though. I'll probably be the same way. I get locked up, nigga. What? I don't give a damn if it was 10 minutes. Trying to hit the old dusty road. That's why I'm starting to point the finger at myself. Look at you. You just couldn't sit your ass down. That's when that accountability conversation come in. It's like, well,
I be dreaming about what always be on my heart for real. Even when I'm like avoiding, especially when I'm avoiding that shit. That's when it comes in like weird ways. Then I have to like really like go in and dive into like, all right, what the fuck was really happening in this dream? Like I know what was happening. At the same time, I have to like, all right, be like more intentional in what I'm like actually let I dissect the dream and shit. I always dream about how I'm feeling though. That shit crazy. Or I may dream about like some weird stuff though. Like I may dream about things that's like I think it mainly be how I'm feeling. Even when I have these crazy profound dreams, like when I like seen a shaman type shit, like it was always like a deep rooted emotion, but being like brought up as like a lesson type deal. So it's like my dream was telling me what the path I was going down, or like what this emotion is going to bring me. But then on top of that, like, yeah, it would always bring me to like, but it would teach it to me in a weird way. And there's always just this one dream that I don't think I'll understand. Like I even had a homeboy who saw his future in his dream too. So back what you was saying, Guitar, that's happened with somebody I know, but it wasn't a person, it was a situation. Like he had a situation where he was gonna be in a house with two different women and like it was gonna be like some whole situation type deal. And like the exact same thing happened. He was like, man, I learned from that dream what to do and what not to do because that shit happened. And that shit was cool as fuck. But for me, like I remember one time I was like I was walking outside all frantic and I walked inside and I was just in this weird house and I remember there being like physically feeling somebody next to me, but it was like it wasn't like I could not see this person like visually. I could just tell that they were there. The presence of them was there. I remember we just zapped into this big, huge bed, and they're laying right next to me. And then down drops like these two like little tubes and shit like that. And then I remember out of nowhere, this shaman jumped up on on the tubes and like I felt literally in those moments like I felt it. Like I'm visually having a dream, experiencing a dream, but I'm not consciously making any decisions. I'm still doing it. And I remember seeing this shaman drop and then like this cold liquid. I just remember feeling this very, very cold liquid drop on my lip. And I'm just like, what's going on? It was like a smoke, just cold fog just hitting my lip. And whoever was next to me was like, yeah, you gotta drink the shaman spit. I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta drink the shaman. Okay, whatever. So I put the thing in my mouth and I inhale it. And I just remember as soon as I inhaled it, like everything like came into my vision and everything became one. And like I woke up and I was like, oh shit. I was like, bro, what just happened? I remember in the dream too, I was like having like visuals of my friends. Like I remember there being like a thought bubble and I was talking on the phone with my friends, so I'm seeing what's happening in the meantime. And I'm just like, they're like, oh, we about to go pick up such and such. I'm like, all right, bet. And I hang the phone up. And that's when the whole shaman situation happened. I don't understand this dream yet. I don't know if it was something from my far future. Maybe I'll take a drug in the future and it some shit and I just like somehow like this shit. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know what happened in that dream. Maybe it was prophetic. Maybe it was the day I die or whatever. I don't fucking know. But to me, that is the one dream that I'll never forget for real. And then I've had other dreams where there were shaman in them, but it was like very vivid lessons. And then on top of that, not only did I have that lesson happen in the dream, but people would continue to come back and tell me similar dreams that they had that was like a reminder of that one dream. It was I punched some dude in the face and then I ran out into the street because his homeboys was trying to jug me or trying to jump me after that. And I got up on the stage and the shaman was right there like, yo, what do you see? And I saw all these like black faces and black shadows and shit. And I was like, oh damn, I may one day like die because of the rage that I have, and I may just fuck around, hit somebody might kill me. Cause that's multiple times I've had people come to me and tell me like my own sister like would tell me, yo, you had a dream where you punched somebody and then they just straight up like, you know, hit you. So maybe they themselves subconsciously was seeing my behavior as well. But like I've had dreams straight up like in like moments after that where people told me like was giving me like warnings as well that follow suit to the dream. So it's like that should be crazy as hell. Life be weird as hell when you pay attention to it.
Hell yeah, bro. It's gonna be the last thing I gotta say, man. I gotta dip up out of here.
Yeah.
But man, a serious dream that I just never like. I didn't know what to think of it. It damn near was kind of fucking scary because I just didn't know. But I remember back in like middle school, and I don't know if you remember this day, but like there was a time where like my back was hurting, like I damn near couldn't walk. I don't remember why, I don't remember anything like what caused it. I don't remember like being a kid and hurting my back, but like I just remember it was just hard for me to walk, and like it was like painful to move. And I remember I came home and I was asleep on the floor. I was just laid out. And my cousin came in the room, and you've ever been like sleep, but like you're awake, you could hear what's going on, and then you kind of like you don't open your eyes, but you just kind of. It's almost like you just keeping your eyes closed, but you're just still asleep.
Yeah, still aware.
You know what I'm saying? You just yeah, and. I acknowledged that I was asleep, and then I remember just feeling. I was like, "Oh shit, I can feel my back hurting again. I'm about to go." And I remember I was asleep, and it was just this like black silhouette just sitting on me. But it wasn't like before anybody says like, "Oh, you were in that I forgot what it's called," where they feel like a demon sitting on their chest, and they see something and they can't move.
Oh, sleep paralysis.
Yeah, sleep paralysis.
Yeah. Before anybody says that, it's not that, because I move, but like it was just so weird. But it just was this black silhouette sitting, or not even sitting on me, just hovering over me. It was like floating, like straight out. And well, like if I'm laying down on my back, it's in my face, but you get what I'm saying? Like it's just floating. You know what I'm saying? It's right above me, looking at me, and I can't see any, like distinguishing like figures or anything like that. I just know I could just see like its head, and like it going to the shoulders and shit. But like its eyes were like just like white with like I don't know. It was white, but like it would randomly go like red, or it's like pupils would come in and be red. And I just remember it saying like it was just like trust me, but it wasn't saying it mean. It was just like trust me, and it just kept saying trust me. And I don't know why, but I sat up. And I don't know why I knew my cousin was there, but I just remember grabbing the ankle and was like, "Dude, that hurts." But I was talking about my back, but it was something that was happening in the dream when it was just like, "Trust me." But it was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I never understood what was going on. I felt at the same time, like I remember sitting up and like grabbing his ankle and be like, "Dude, that hurts." But I was still sleeping in the midst of the dream. And then like just laying back down and going back to sleep. And then the dream was just all dark, and then I woke up.
You used to do that shit a lot too. Like you'd be asleep, but you would be awake.
Me?
Yeah, like I remember when we have little sleepovers at your crib, or like it's like whenever I saw you like sleep, like you would always like be up, like you would always like still be asleep, but you would like be up at the same time. Like you'll say something and you'll like wake in life, and then like just be still like low-key be sleeping, dreaming and shit. So
No. Okay. I know I said this the last thing, but this like nigga, this happened to me at college. These two things happened.
So, that happened at college too, or no?
No, I was in middle school when that dream happened.
Okay.
But like at college, nigga, my roommate told me. He told me that he was like, "This is how I found out you was an angry nigga." He said he was playing. I'm not the type of nigga to be mad. Like I'm very easygoing. So like this nigga would play the game at night. Nigga, he would procrastinate all day and be like, "Do you mind if I like turn on a light to like do some homework?" I'm like, "Nigga, no, I can go to sleep. Like, just don't be loud. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? I know how to live in uncomfortable situations, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or shit that isn't my preference. Let me say not uncomfortable, but just not exactly what I want right now."
Right.
But so he said I was asleep, and so the way our room was set up, his bed is on one side of the wall, and then my bed is on the other side of the wall. But it's like on the imagine a rectangle, but where our beds are on opposite corners of the like long side of the rectangle, if that makes sense. So like we're on the same side. So, but he just on the opposite wall. He's sitting there playing 2K or something at his desk, and he said I was facing the wall and I was asleep. And he was like. He said he wasn't being loud or nothing. He was just like, normally talking to the game. And he said all he heard was, "Yo, shut the fuck up." Nigga said he moved his headphones. He was like, "Yo, Kane." And he was like, "I didn't say nothing." He was like, "Nigga, I even thought you was playing with me." I got up and like walked over and looked over to see. He was like, "Nigga, you were dead asleep." He was like, "You were dead asleep." I woke up and everything, and it didn't like. I was like when he told me, he was like, "Do you remember waking up?" I was like, "No." He was like, "Do you remember talking to me?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Nigga, it's like, did you have a bad dream?" I was like, "No."
I was like a baby.
I was just probably mumbling.
Not mumbling, motherfucker out here yelling some shit.
He said that dude was like, forever since that point, he was like, that nigga be fighting demons.
Now what, for real?
But one time, like, bro, this was probably the most realistic dream because I even woke up and questioned him. I swear, I was like, nigga, don't play with me, bro. I know this happened. I remember. So, like, I was buying a drink, this bottle off one of my homeboys, right? So he was supposed to drop it off later on that day at my dorm.
Mm.
So I was asleep again. And I swear the dream was literally me living through what I was waiting for. So like I remember laying down and then I don't remember going to sleep. But the dream, like then they're like a Freddy Krueger dream, bro. Like it activated at that moment and I was laying down. And I remember like closing my eyes in the dream and then like opening them because I had the thought of I have to get this bottle from this dude. Don't go to sleep. So, like in the dream, the nigga came to the door.
Mm-hmm.
I answered the door. I remember even going through like a whole scenario. Like my cash app was fucking up, and like people were walking by talking to us, and like it was just like a mess. And then like this nigga had to go get the bottle and come back. All of this is actively happening in my dream, and then I remember like I got the bottle, and then like. I don't remember how I got back to the bed, but like I went and laid back down in the same position that I was in, like in real life. Like just went to lay back down. And I remember even talking to my roommate in the dream, like just casually speaking to him about, I was like, man, we about to get fucked up off this, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. You ready, nigga? Like actively living through this. And none of it was real. When I finally woke up, I asked my roommate, I was like, yo, bro, didn't I get a bottle? Like, I woke straight up and was like, didn't I get a bottle off of so-and-so? He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, nigga, I went to the door and everything. Nigga, we've been talking about it for like an hour. What do you mean what I'm talking about? Oh, the bottle. You know what I'm saying? This shit we supposed to be drinking tonight. Nigga, what are you talking about? Bro, like I was sitting there like, bro, quit trying to make me sound crazy, bro. I know we just had this conversation. Like I went to the door and everything. I was like, I was just out here. This nigga was wearing blah blah blah. Nigga, you been in the bed sleep. I was like, nigga, I thought I was losing it, bro. I swear to God, I'm gonna call that nigga right now. You probably know exactly what I'm talking because I was sitting there like scratching my head. I never texted him. I never texted him or nothing. So I was like, what the fuck did I prepare for?
You sound like some of them schizo niggas I be kicking it with.
Nigga, bro, what? All my friends disappear when I take my medicine.
So fucked up, bro.
No.
I don't got no family, bro. I've been an orphan child this whole time.
My wife is never here after I take my medicine, man.
Bro,
This monkey.
I was gonna say, Kane, do you remember the little situation where I had to leave my grandma's house and go to my mama's house.
God damn. I feel like I think of two situations, but I'm not sure which one was the cause. But continue.
When let me think, because you said something funny. I think I told Jack about it, and Jack was like, "At least you know we're not capping no raps no more," or some shit like that.
I remember. How can I put this? You saw a neighbor R. Kelly some clothes in the yard. If you're talking about that, and then that led to
No,
a neighbor.
Not that.
Okay.
That's crazy as fuck. Why you just say pissing on clothes?
Nah, not that.
Why did you say pissing on clothes instead of R. Kelly?
R. Keezy, goddamn.
Yeah, see, we both have questions, Zay.
But nah, that's that little situation. I had a dream about that shit. Like in the same like spot and everything.
Oh wait, I know exactly what you're talking about now. Hold on. Oh boy, this nigga. I know exactly what you're talking about now. Because what was the bar again? Nah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that shit is crazy. Katari, that shit is boy.
Like I swear to God, I had a dream about that shit probably like a couple weeks before this shit happened, and that shit was so wild because I didn't really know what the hell happened, but it was. Damn.
Wow. Yeah, man, them dream shit's crazy. I'm telling you, I'm about to test this theory. See if I could dream of some horse.
Yep.
Don't be too high.
Dream of only that.
I ain't gonna lie, being high dreaming is a very hit or miss thing. Like I feel like when you don't try to be super, like if you went to sleep, like just after a long ass, like you smoking all night type shit, whatever, then knocked out, then you would dream crazy as fuck. But when I was trying to go to sleep, like and purposely smoke to sleep, that shit I would not dream.
I usually start.
Nigga brain is fried. Nigga brain on me, and you want
right for real. That's because when after I've had a long day of smoke, I wouldn't dream.
Nigga brain.
Please,
brain on a dead battery.
Oh God. But it'd be when I quit. Like when I quit smoking, like stop smoking for like a week. That's when I start dreaming heavy.
If the brain ain't fried, a week to repair itself.
Right.
Fucking brain cells, you're losing them.
Like a morning already, like feel good.
Nigga said, yeah, bro, when I smoke, my brain slow down, bro. I don't know why.
Nah,
I can't seem to place it.
My brain speed up when I smoke.
Low key.
I guess.
Yeah. You convinced the doctors of that answer.
I'm dead at.
Nigga.
Or at least I'm more conscious of how fast my mind is going.
Maybe.
Because I slow down.
You already think that, and you think you need the weed.
Never said I needed it. No. I didn't tell you the effects that we
had.
You
said you need that reefer.
That reefer.
That reefer. I need that.
That reefer.
That hot.
That fuck.
Yeah. Not
that what?
Yeah.
But
oh shit.
Anyway, gangs, I do gotta wrap this up. I'm about to really try to dream of some fucks and mamas.
Hell yeah.
Here. Sure, we all been up all and shit. I want to go eat. I ain't even gonna lie. I want to go.
God,
I want to go finish Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh wow.
Shit.
This nigga Zay been eating the whole 4 hours or however long he been in this motherfucker.
3 hours and 30.
Nigga had noodles. When did you get back up?
Curry goat. Damn, am I allowed to say it like that?
What?
It's curry goat.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna end the stream. I want to tell y'all something right quick. I'm gonna tell you off stream though. Hold on. That shit funny.